You're listening to Robert Kelly's
You Know What, Dude?
on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
You know what, dude? You stink. You know what, dude? Fucking, you moron. You know what, dude? Look at this cocksucker.
Hey, what's up? This is Robert Kelly, and we're back with another episode of You Know What, Dude? You don't do it right.
No, I don't, because it's your catchphrase.
That's not really my catchphrase.
I'd say it's your catchphrase.
It's actually an insult Norton did. Dude, you got this, you got that, you got fucking boom, you got it fucking iPad.
And it's stuck.
Well, here it is I started doing this by myself on my iPhone, like on gigs, just not to kill myself.
Yeah.
And I just found it was just me going, dude, you gotta fuck this fucking town. These fucking middlers, man. They fucking, if you're a middle, you gotta fucking learn. It was just me doing exactly what he said I was doing. I said, dude, 900 fucking times. And it was just me bitching or telling you about the latest tech.
But
Yes.
look at to the empire it's grown into.
Yeah. Yeah. We have 4 microphones now. Ooh. And we have a new guest. We have guests on.
Yeah.
I have guests. I have regulars like you, fucking Dan Soder,
That is true. Also known as Monster Voice.
also known as the Heat.
The corporate Dan.
That's what they call you in the business, the Heat, because you have so much fucking shit heat around you.
Yeah, well.
And then, yeah, Corporate Dan.
Corporate Dan.
Yeah, Corporate Dan. You really are a fucking, man. I saw it in full capacity, like with his corporate cape on and everything at South by Southwest.
Like a blowfish. I was all puffed up.
Everybody loves Dan. Did you know that?
I did know that. I loved him first.
Why don't you introduce your friend that you
My
brought,
very good friend and comedian, Joe List.
Hey, everybody.
who I've worked with you one time.
Caroline's, yeah.
We worked together one
nailed
time, and
I was on fire that night.
didn't you bomb?
No, I don't think so.
You did okay.
No. I did amazing. For sure.
No, I think this
I
is
have the tapes.
This is the reason why I say that, and I don't say that to insult you or make you feel like shit. But I think I heard about you before. Somebody said you because I like to have my own guys.
Yeah.
Work at Caroline's when I worked at Caroline's, and then they said, "Oh, this guy Joe List." And I was like, oh, who the fuck is this kid? But then somebody said, oh, he's really funny. DePaulo uses him. He's from Boston. But I'm thinking Boston. I'm thinking from my era. You know, Burr, Patrice, me, Dane. He's from the new era, which is, you know, fucking alcoholics and joke writers. And
Well, that was the original era, too.
the original.
You guys skipped one, yeah.
Yeah, we skipped one. Well, no, the original was it? No. Was it?
They're still all alcoholics, all those guys.
But they were, no, this is what happened is that they were crazy. Lenny Clark and fucking Leary and all
Right,
those guys.
Kenny and all them.
Yeah, Kenny. They were fucking, but they actually did the drugs. My generation, we did all that, but we just didn't do the drugs. Their generation, they went back to the drugs and the alcohol and just settled down a little bit.
Right. Yeah, that's
But-
pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, he actually on the show.
So
he-
I crushed at Caroline's all weekend, I think was the point of the story.
but here's the deal.
Huge.
Well, it was, I don't think he crushed, but you did good.
How come, if you're in the middle at Caroline's on a weekend, you have to crush, right? I think everyone crushes, right? Did I not crush?
No.
Now I'm getting self-conscious about a gig I did 9 years ago.
You didn't crush, but you didn't bomb. Let me tell you you actually did really good. You were very funny. I mean, I didn't need you to fucking go up there and level the place
Right.
to know that you're funny. I know a funny joke.
I was perfect.
Let's not get carried away. But you,
I like that he's just giving the most, just like the.
I have the VHSs at home. I'll pull them up.
I tell you who was there before you. The reason why I was so flipped out about having him there is that I got the time before that, I got a call from somebody. This girl, she's you as a girl. She's hilarious. Oh my God.
Sounds hot.
Physically, she was too. She was a little chunky fucking brunette. But so I was like, all right, okay, I'll fucking do this. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, I just started headlining there myself. So I'm fucking nervous about doing well myself. Now, all of a sudden, when you start headlining, you're going to start worrying about other people's careers, you know, like, which was weird to me. I didn't fucking. I didn't know what the fuck that was. So I was like, all right, I'm fucking worried about not bombing me. And now I got to worry about this fucking chick. She came in. This girl is hilarious. She opens with Chelsea Handler on the road at all the theaters. I'm like, all right, whatever. Come in. First night, fucking boom.
Yeah, took a hot one.
Well, these people don't understand that O&A fans come.
Yeah.
And O&A fans,
They're great, but they're also vicious.
well, they know funny. And if it's not funny, they're just going to stare at you. You know what I mean? Or say some shit. She comes back, she's fucking crying.
What?
Oh boy.
In the dressing room. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, there's no fucking crying in comedy. You can't, now I'm
Would
dealing
you
with,
give her a League of Their Own moment?
I have to give her,
There's no crying in comedy.
it was bad, dude. Because now I'm going up. I got to fucking talk to this broad.
Right.
Talk her out of suicide.
I know I didn't cry our weekend.
You didn't cry. You didn't
So there you go. You
For
crushed.
sure I didn't cry.
That would be great. Fucking Joe just.
She cried 2 nights in a row though.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the next night she fucking took a hot one. She took another hot one. And I went back and she was in the bathroom crying again.
Ooh, in the bathroom?
In the bathroom at Caroline's.
That's a really sad bathroom.
which is my fucking bathroom. Go cry in the fucking regular bathroom.
Right. Yeah, there's an attendant there and everything.
Yeah, don't fucking cry. It's like, oh shit.
The African ladies
need a
comforting.
tissue?
Yeah.
I thought you did well. I thought you are a very funny lady. You are be a queen in my country.
I don't think they're that African.
Yeah, they are. Are you fucking
You
kidding
make it
me?
sound like the attendant has a bone through her nose.
Yeah, what is it?
No, they're pretty African.
Eddie Murphy's dad in Coming to America.
That was James Earl Jones.
Yeah, I know.
Eddie.
What a cunt he was in that movie.
Oh, he was
just
great.
a racist cunt. You will not marry that whore.
Yeah. He was a real jerk in Star Wars, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man,
How disappointing in Star Wars when they finally took off that fucking asshole's mask. How
I
disappointing
used to
was
do that bit when I first started.
What was it?
There was a bit when James Earl Jones is the voice of Darth Vader, but then they take his mask off and it's not James Earl Jones. I thought it should have been. That would have been the ultimate plot twist. But the whole time it was just a fat black guy trying to sell a phone plan. It was when the phone commercial was out. Luke, you can save 99 cents or whatever.
He can't.
I did that at Caroline's that weekend. It killed.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. There's nothing better when a guy, he was whipped up. Go ahead, tell us. And he was like, oh, I did the thing with the Woo. Listen, man.
I dropped the bit. It's not like an A piece of material here.
Sure it's not on your phone?
You're gonna go through it. Pick.
All right. Do you want to hear Verizon, James Earl Jones, or do you want to hear my? All right. Inside joke.
Yeah. Well, this motherfucker at the South by Southwest. We already did the podcast with Gary, but wow, I've never. I mean, you came up together?
No, he was ahead of me.
I
but
started 25 years before Dan, but
we met. He was the first friend I made in New York.
Okay.
oh.
You were.
By the way, Dan lived here for 3 years before he met me, so I don't know what was going on there.
I am not a likable guy. I've actually changed a lot.
And we bonded over alcohol.
Yeah, we did. The old Boston, the Comedy Village is what we knew it as. You obviously knew it as the Boston Comedy
I knew it as fucking where that place wasn't there when I was there. It was just starting out, but we didn't play that place. What is it called? The
Comedy Village?
Comedy Village? Oh, the Boston Comedy Club.
Yeah,
the Boston
we're talking
Oh,
about
I
that.
thought you were talking about back in Beantown where he was from. What's that place you guys all play in Boston?
Oh, the studio?
The studio.
In Cambridge, yeah.
That shit, that wasn't even there really. It was there, but
Right.
not really there when I was there.
Right.
That's what I thought you were talking
No, I was
about.
talking about the Boston Comedy Club. It turned into the Comedy Village.
Yeah, right.
And I used
with
to,
with what's his name? The redheaded guy.
yeah, PJ.
Yeah, PJ
PJ.
Landers. Yeah.
And Joe would host the whole show, which was like a fucking 5-hour show.
Right.
And I would
Gary Gelman hooked me up at that gig.
and I would bark in the front.
Really? That you
the
know,
stool.
And then
it's
we would
funny that
drink
you
a
say
lot.
that. That fucking that hosting job had made so many people funny. That Russ, when Eve got that job, he was not as funny as he became. He got really funny from hosting at the Boston every night, all
Yeah.
night long. And Ben Bailey was like kind of fucking mediocre.
Yeah.
And then he got that hosting gig for like a year. And then all of a sudden he was just razor sharp, had these fucking killer bits. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
also tremendous now because
Yeah,
of that.
he's amazing.
I mean, a lot of things. It's kind of, I was born with it, but, you know, sort of.
But we used to, I mean, those shows on Mondays were awful. I mean, like 9 people that we had begged to come in.
yeah.
Joe would host, and then we would just drink. The waitress liked Joe and I, so she would just give us.
Oh yeah. I wanted to have sex with her real bad.
She would just give us booze. She'd be like, because we weren't getting any money. She was like, "Do you want some booze?" And we're just like, "Yeah." And him and I would just drink till 3 a.m.
I used to go there when we used to hang out. It was me, Norton, Patrice, Burr, Keith, and the guys above us were. It was Jay Moore, Chappelle, Brewer, Red Johnny, and the Round Guy. Those are the fucking guys that you hope you didn't stop by.
Yeah.
But we'd go there. I got so much. I didn't drink, but I got so much puss.
Oh, that
in that
sounds
I never get
fucking
any
place.
puss.
so much better than
The hallway downstairs.
Yeah, do you go down to the bag it in?
I used to get blown while they were saying my name. Like they'd be like, "You guys ready?" Yeah, fuck Robert Kelly. Go up my little fucking wet stain in my pants. I told that story to Joe Matarese. He came in with 2 hot broads one night, and I went into the bathroom, and they fucking. She's like, she goes, "What are you doing?" He was on stage eating his cock, and they go, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm gonna take a piss." She goes, "Can we watch?" I go, "Fuck yeah!" So I went in. They fucking one girl. I piss. They were watching me piss, and she sat down and started pissing, and she started blowing me. Then the other one.
As she was pissing?
Yeah, it was fucking.
Peeing while
That's
alone?
fun. I've had that before.
Really?
It was a real fat girl though, who broke the bathroom tiles. But that's a whole other story.
You broke a tile?
This woman did. Yeah, I was having sex with a real fat, about 300-pound girl in Plattsburgh, New York, and then my best friend Tom Dustin was having sex with a woman who was a grandmother and on her period, right next to me in the bed next door.
I love Tom Dustin. He's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, he's a real nut.
Yeah, those
we
two.
go back a ways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy fucking used a computer bag as a belt one time. You know the strap
Yeah.
for the computer bag? He forgot his belt, so he just did that for the week. He hooked it on. You know the little clasps that you have to push down with your thumbs? That was his fucking belt.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a 24-inch waist. Fucking guy.
What have you told the Louis C.K. Village story? Is that too embarrassing to tell?
That is really embarrassing.
That's
What?
pretty funny.
What happened?
This is when we were back.
I love that I love that Joe just set you up. That's great.
Really, he Byron Allen the shit out of
He
that
literally-
story.
No,
He
it's
blew
perfect.
Louis in the hallway. It was crazy. As they're calling Louis' name. So,
Hey, come on, you little fuck cunt, suck dog. Fucking make me come, you fucking.
Suck a dog.
Yeah, you know, that's, he just rambles on about stuff.
is this too embarrassing? Because we can
No, no,
improvise
no,
a different scene.
not at
that's
all.
funny. All right.
Not at all.
Hang on one second.
Oh, perfect.
Hold that thought. Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah, you're on the podcast. Who's this, Serp?
I'm hanging up.
No, don't hang up. You're on the show.
I don't want to be on the show right now.
All right. Well, fucking, I'll call you back when we're done.
What podcast is this?
Yeah, oh, go fuck yourself. You know, either you're going to be on the show or you're not going to be on the show. You don't get to fucking tell jokes and then hang up.
I don't want to be on the show.
Okay, then I'm going to hang up with you.
All right, but you do a podcast?
You're hilarious. Hey,
that-
Jim, let me ask you a question.
All right, nice. The old hang up.
That's actually you fucking, your manager's trying to fucking crack jokes at your expense. Isn't that the guy that's supposed to fucking make a hot commodity?
He's supposed to sell you, and he's like, "You do a podcast?"
Good. I hope the fucking sponsors of this show hear that. You do a podcast?
We're pulling out.
So go ahead, tell the story. You sucking Louis C.K.'s cock.
I am blowing him furiously.
By the way, I briefly thought you had a friend named Serp, like syrup.
Oh, Serpico.
Yeah, I figured that out slowly in my head, but I thought there was just a guy named Serp, and I was like, that guy's great. He should just be a regular on.
He's definitely black.
Sounds like a uptown act.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Give it up for Sam!
Shit.
Y'all motherfuckers want to... What do y'all motherfuckers want to talk about? Y'all motherfuckers want to talk about women be shopping? Y'all motherfuckers want to talk about white people do this, black people
Look
do
at
that?
this bitch right here.
Oh, Serp, you so crazy.
The chandelier's a motherfucker. Looks like a tit.
Oh, why am I drinking tea? I ain't no Chinese man.
Oh, shit. It's hot in here, man. Let me take a breath. Lord, it's hot in here. Hang on a second. You take a break at your job. Let me take...
Serp on politics. I mean, what's the deal with the motherfucker politics? This got
Surf on
racist
racial
quick.
equality. Motherfucker be racist. Oh, God.
That's fun.
Not that we... Look, at some black comics are funny.
They are.
That's true. Not the ones with the one nickname thing, though, usually.
It's
Typically.
really tough.
Well, let me think. Let's think. T-Rex.
I've never seen him, but I've heard this.
T-Rex is one of the funniest
that's a band.
motherfuckers ever. No, T-Rex is a comic.
Okay.
He is. He's a good friend of mine, but he's. I did a show with him in Amsterdam. I did a black show. Yeah, but the black people in Amsterdam are like white people here.
Right, gotcha. Oh.
But we
What a mind bend.
they come up after the show. You are awesome.
I just want to say this. You are phenomenal.
Terrific. Absolutely terrific.
T-Rex is funny. Who's Serge? Sarge? Am I fucking this
Sounds
up?
made up.
Serp. It's the character we just came up with.
No.
He's fucking hilarious. He was crushing for 7 minutes. Politics, race. I'm trying to think of another one name.
I don't know. I was trying to think of one.
Earthquake?
Earthquake. There you go. Earthquake is one.
Earthquake
I don't
is
know.
supposed to
I've
be-
never seen him before.
I thought he was supposed to be fun. I've never seen him either. I fucked up one day and called him Hurricane. I did. I just didn't know. I was at the fucking Improv in LA and I was like, "Is Hurricane going?" They were like, he was behind me. They were like, "It's Earthquake." I was like, "All right, relax." Fucking mad at me. I did pick the wrong disaster. Is tornado happening? When is tsunami, motherfucker?
Oh, shit.
Give it up for Heavy Rain. He's not quite at the disaster.
Oh, so.
That was when he was a middler.
Give it up your MC Partly Cloudy, everybody.
Ah, shit.
Louis C.K. We telling the Louis C.K. story? 'Cause I
Please.
really love it.
We're going to tell it.
I really think it's great.
So, Joe and I...
I just thought of a Mexican stand of the Santa Andas. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, what's the difference between like white people and Mexicans?
God, dude. I wish I had a people. It'd be so much easier if I had a people.
Right.
You know how easy it would be to go fucking, fucking Mexican? You just go off on that fucking thing.
I do it.
You do not.
I was
do you?
kidding. No, that'd be awesome. If I
In
did.
your act, I mean. You're from Boston.
Yeah.
You're you're white. You're a fucking. Are you originally from Boston?
Yeah, I grew up in the South Shore, yeah.
What's that? Where?
Whitman, Massachusetts.
Whitman.
And I lived in Everett, your neighbor, for many years.
That's right. I lived in my broad is from my wife is from Everett.
Right.
Yeah.
I lived right in Glendale Square.
Yeah. So you're a definite Boston dude. How come you don't have the accent and all that?
See, here's the thing. Well, when I drink, it comes out. When I go home, it comes
fuck,
out.
wait.
When
Same
I
thing
was a
with-
kid, it like wasn't cool. Like to me, we all started retarded, and then because those movies started, I was like trying to speak properly, not like an idiot.
Right.
And then all these movies came out where it became like, oh, what the ba ba ba, and like kids I
What
grew
was
up
it?
with that
I'm
didn't
sorry, what was
sound
that?
like
How does-
ba fucking ba ba ba.
That's a good Boston accent.
And then people all of a sudden it was cool, and I was like, well, I would have kept talking like a retard if I knew that. But when I drink, and the only main thing I do is I keep the R at the end of like vodka. I say vodka real bad in Alaska.
The one that
stuff
I
like
try
that.
not to do is idea.
Yeah, I say idea on my CD. I say I'm just trying to plug my album at this
What's
point.
it called?
So far, no good. Yeah, this is a great
Except at
title. You're right.
Caroline's.
I say idea like real. It's just clearly I say idea.
I fucking hate that. Why do we have to be self-deprecating? Why is it uncool for Why couldn't you name your CD, "This is really good"? Oh, I'm excited.
I
I'm
did-
excited
I
about
did
this
an
project.
excellent job.
So far, no good. I'm not saying the album stinks, although I hate it. But at that point, my career had. At this point, still. my
Yeah, but
career this is the highlight of my career right now.
Every,
this is like from the top of my resume.
well, every It's so funny to hear a guy go, "Ow."
Ow.
Hey,
You know he's fucking a thin dude from Boston. Ow.
but I don't like this white. You're very white. I lived in Harlem for years. I know. I'm
I'm way whiter
I like
than you
Biggie
are.
Smalls. Oh yeah.
I'm way whiter than you.
No,
are.
you're white.
I don't like this whole thing
All right.
of who's whiter and who's whitest. We're all white and fucking, I listened to the blues and I lived in Harlem. Fuck off. I voted for Obama. Come on. That's pretty black.
That's white.
I got a good sized penis.
First of
too.
all, voting for Obama that's not black. That's white. That's
Well,
a white thing.
No,
that's a
but-
white liberal thing to do. Let's vote for the black guy. Let's try. Let's see what happens.
That's true, I guess. But the black people voted for him too. The black people aren't voting for McCain. Well, maybe some of them are. I don't know.
Oh, they should.
Oh boy.
Listen,
now we're off on a
anyways,
topic.
Now we have a topic. Listen to me.
All
the
right.
thing is, my point is that every comic, I'm trying to come up with a name for my next CD. It's always something fucking negative. It's like about fucking killing yourself, or this is okay, or fucking I'm gonna die, or fucking. I mean,
Right.
name one name one positive guy that went. This is really funny jokes, or some some guy that just said it's a good fucking album.
Right.
I'm awesome.
Well, Cosby is a very funny fellow, but then he says right at the end of it, so he kind of questions it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a very funny fellow, right?
Right.
We're such. My point is, we're so fucking insecure. We're egomaniacs that are fucking just insecure about our shit. I want your next album to be, this is the best.
All right. I was actually thinking about on the way here. We were talking about. I want to call it. Sorry about that last one. I'm very disappointed in my album.
That's actually funny. All right, go. Louis C.K.
So Joe,
sucking his cock. Go.
I am again just blowing him at a maniac's rate.
A maniac? How does a maniac?
I have no. So Joe and I, our diet on Monday nights.
And when we say Joe, we're talking about
Joe
the
List.
new Joe.
Joe List.
Joe Boston Joe.
We're talking Boston
We're
fucking Joe.
I want to be Boston Joe. That'd be
Everett
fun.
Joe. It sounds dangerous, like you're a bank robber.
Shit, I just
Right.
unplugged something.
Oh boy.
No, go ahead. We're good.
Boston Joe and I, our diet back in those days were double shots of whiskey and Bud Lights, which we would drink.
Yeah, a lot of Bud Light and whiskey.
Well, she would just keep filling it up.
Right.
We'd do a double shot of whiskey, and then she'd just give us another one. So List is hosting, and I'm out front barking, and we're pretty banged up. This is about 11:15, 11:30 at night.
Yeah, we
It
were
was pretty
hammered.
late.
And,
We're hammered, and Joe comes up to me.
Well, there's a rumor that Louis C.K. was in the neighborhood. He was
You knew.
around.
Well, you went to the cellar to get a check from DePaulo.
Oh, okay.
You
Boy,
had- he had to
that
go
makes this me sound like I'm really.
They did. He ran over because I remember back then I was like, oh, okay. And Joe's like, if
How
you
much
get-
do I owe you? Fuck, $200? You weren't worth fucking $150. Here, take it. I'm just kidding. Relax. Fucking soccer moms.
I like that. That was a pretty
Yeah.
good DePaulo.
I got a funny story about how I met DePaulo too. But, all right, go ahead.
You're
All right.
full of stories.
I don't-
The new Joe has a lot of
lot of
stories.
stories.
They're
yeah.
all on his
no
phone.
credits, but a lot of stories.
Boston Joe and I are drinking, and he comes back over, and basically that Monday night room, people would drop by and go up. Norton, Burr, whoever was around would just come in.
I don't know how comedy works. Go ahead. What the fuck? What am I?
I don't fucking know. I'm trying to explain it. Maybe there's some lady in her
So wait a
cubicle
minute. I
listening
just
to
want
this
to ask.
podcast.
I want to ask you a question. How does it work again? So comics stop by
Yeah,
and
like-
just go up.
Yeah, if you have like enough like credits, you get to a point you can just kind of
Okay.
show up on a show and get
Okay.
on. Yeah.
Really? So if you have enough
Yeah.
credits, you can just come by the Boston.
Like if
and
a
just-
guy like you came by,
You
I
could
would
just
be
go
like,
up.
"Hey, do you want to go on?"
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And
All
then
right.
you would cut in front of the lesser people,
right, like.
like Dan. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay, now it works now. Go ahead.
Yeah. There you go.
Good.
For the girl in the cube.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Lady in the cube, you're welcome for that. Now you know more about comedy. You can bring it up at a cocktail party. Joe walks up and he goes, "Hey, Louis C.K.'s over at the cellar. You should."
New Joe.
New Joe, Boston Joe comes up. He's like, "CK's over at the cellar working on his new hour. He was doing Chewed Up. That's when he was starting to work on Chewed Up."
Right.
And he goes,
All right.
"Tell him to come over. Tell him we're working."
No, I said this is what I said. I said I was like, I was like, go over there. Just tell him the Village is still working. Meaning the show is on. It's still going. The show's going.
The show's going. That's
Dan was
I'm
just
drunk,
hammered, so
and
he
I
just
walk
translated
over.
the exact words that I said and just said those words
I'm in the
to
back
him.
hallway of the cellar, and Louis gets off stage. I go, "Hey, Louis, good set." He goes, "Thanks, man." I go, "The Village is working," and he goes, he like looks at me. And he goes, "What?" And I go, The Village is working," and I just keep saying that. I'm not changing the sentence. I'm looking at him dead in the eyes. I go, "The Village is working," and he like gives me that, you know, that look that Louis sees. There's like, "What the fuck is this kid talking about?" I go, and then I finally, and then
It's the look of, I don't know, but I need to know.
Yeah.
Like, I have to figure
But he
this puzzle
gives me
out.
one last look, and I do a defeated. The Village is working, and I go, and then finally I go, "I don't know what that means." And he goes, "I don't know what that means either." And I turn around and slump back to the Comedy Village. List gets off stage. He's like, "Dude, what's up? Is he coming over?" I was like,
I like that he turned into me, by the
Yeah.
way.
He's like,
Dude, what's up, dude?
That's the Boston thing." And he goes, "What did you say?" And I go, I told him the Village is working. And Joe goes, "You didn't tell him there was a show?" And I go, "No, I just told him the Village
Well,
is
the other
working."
thing that like that club, we called it the Village, but everyone
Yeah.
else before us knew it as the Boston.
Boston,
So
yeah.
it just sounds like the neighborhood, the Village is working.
It sounded like the area he was in
Like
was
the
working.
neighborhood's doing okay. It's working. It's working out.
Hey, this thing's catching on.
Yeah, everything's going all right here. There's a lot of artists and dollar slices, and
Dude, that's funny.
then I
And-
showed Jessica Simpson my penis.
Yeah, that was one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my life.
Where?
We were at the Bag It In below the Comedy Village.
Jessica
for the-
Simpson, as in,
the singer.
she was with John Mayer, apparently, right? Why was she there?
No, she was next
eating.
door.
There's like
She
that
was at a-
5-star
She was
restaurant.
eating? Get the fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
and so she was at a,
This
she was
was
at a
years
restaurant
ago.
next door, and Dan and I were like, "Well, we're gonna go in there. Surely, we're gonna walk in and go see Jessica." We were hammered again.
Yeah.
And we had like cargo shorts and like ripped sneakers or whatever, and they were like, "Yeah, you can't come in here."
The guy
and I got real
literally-
mad about it, so I was like, "I'm gonna show her my dick when she comes out."
And
Because you know the firehouse next door?
I do, yeah.
We were sitting at the firehouse, and Joe just looks at me. Boston Joe just looks at me and goes, "Let's just go inside." And I was like, "Yeah." We walk up, and the guy, it's like a 5-star restaurant. The guy's like, "Yeah, you're not coming in." to both of us, and we're like, "But we just want to get a drink." And he's like, "Yeah, no, that's not going to happen." So we sit outside, and then Joe just gets this evil look, and he's like, "I'm going to show her my dick. I'm going to show her my dick."
So you got. I mean, stop right here. Just stop for 1 second. Slow down on this fucking next. You just jump. First of all, you went from one very good story to another fucking story. So we got to stop. There is a pause in between here because you're going to show Jessica Simpson your cock.
I think so. I'm hazy on this story because
here's the thing: is you must have an all right piece.
Yeah.
To be able to.
Well, not anymore. It's been.
What happened? Did you get in a car
spoiled.
accident?
Well, it's a story for another time. But
did you lose your dick? Something happen to your dick? Something happened to your dick?
The genuine, almost amazed / worried look on Bobby's face when you just said that. He goes, "Did you lose your dick?"
Yeah, I want to know. Is your dick all right?
I got herpes on my dick, so sometimes it doesn't look so nice. Can we say this on the air?
Yeah, on the air.
Coming back live at 101.9 The Coyote.
So occasionally it's a little spotty, but back then it was pristine and it's pretty good size. It's a good size.
So you have a nice cock.
I think so. Yeah, I've been told.
No, nice enough to whip out in front of Jessica Simpson. I mean, like if I took my dick out in front of Jessica Simpson, I'd have to
Puff up.
I'd have to fucking play a little guitar, a little banjo on it for a couple minutes.
I know what you're talking about. Just plump the head up.
Yeah, plump the shit up a little bit, But
yeah, I
mean,
think it was just a good. It was like a summer. I had shorts on, maybe.
Yeah, it was hot.
Maybe it was
Hot
hanging.
day down in
Yeah.
the comedy village. So yeah, I remember it because we were both hammered, but I think I was less drunk than you.
Yeah,
were.
you must have been. Well, you didn't. Otherwise, we would have both been showing her our dick.
Yeah, but
Or you have a small dick. Either way.
you got a big piece.
I got a decent piece.
Well, you got a big piece.
I got a big piece.
I could tell your forearms, those fucking like that fucking Pennsylvania steelworker.
He's got a real
forearm
hairy
you have.
dick too, evidently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Robin Williams like four.
Yeah, he's got that. You got a fucking big piece.
So
What are you ignoring the question for?
Boy, did this get gay.
I did.
Oh, it's gonna get gay.
Excellent.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So Jessica Simpson walks out with her security team, and there's like an Escalade or one of those kind of
Yeah, it was like an
SUV.
SUV.
Don't be racist. Don't be racist.
Wow, she's a little white woman.
Okay. I thought that's what
I'm not talking about syrup getting in his white Escalade.
I thought you-
Why I gotta have a white Escalade?
I thought you were about the comic Escalade.
Is that a real guy?
No.
Okay, that should be. Someone somewhere is going to go, I'm going to call myself Escalade. That's going to be my name. So she gets in the Escalade, and her security team gets in, and they start pulling away slowly, and Joe just pulls his dick out and does like a side skip, wagging his dick at the Escalade.
Yeah.
Just like waving it at her
down
all the way to Sullivan Street.
Which
like
is real dumb. You can go to jail for that.
Yeah, that's like a...
But did she see it?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
It's not
I mean,
that nice of a piece, I think. It was
But
good.
you were literally like on the side of the
How many-
Escalade
all right, now,
down West 3rd Street.
I mean, this isn't gay. This is just for the story. I want people to be able to fucking visualize this. Is it hanging down? Is it sticking straight out?
I think it's hanging down.
You know what? I will say
I
this
was
as
windmilling it.
I've seen
Windmilling it.
I've
Yeah.
seen Joe's penis a couple times. He was flapping it.
Flapping
He
it.
had,
Yeah, a
he had
little
enough.
flapping.
He had enough that he had his hand on
slack.
it, and he had enough slack that he could bang it around a little bit.
So you're almost playing an instrument, skipping, going
Yeah,
down
I'm giving
the
it
street.
a little. Yeah, I think it's a good piece, and I think I showed her what I'm made of. And
for a whole block.
I haven't heard from her yet, but
He went from Thompson to Sullivan.
yeah.
I was at her house one night.
Oh boy!
I
Turns out she's a friend of the family. Oh, shit.
And she liked
cried for 3 weeks.
No, she actually likes your cock.
Oh, great!
Yeah, she brought it up.
I like her.
She has photos of your cock.
I took this.
No, I was at her house one night. I was, of course, with Dane. I didn't get invited
yeah.
over. We were at the Laugh Factory. She came in the back door.
And this was like when she was in her prime, right?
Right.
No. This
No?
was after. I knew her then.
Was this her first fat?
I knew her. I met her then, and then I met her at her second fat.
Okay.
Her first fat was when she was with her husband,
Yeah.
and then she lost it when they got divorced, and she
Right.
did Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah. That was crazy.
And then she did that movie with Dane. That's
Yeah.
when she really got shredded.
Oh, God.
And
she
then
did.
when she got her, she was heading to her second fat.
Mm-hmm.
When she in between fucking the Dallas dude and Mayor, we hung out. We just hung out. It was friendly, it wasn't a sexual thing with them. It was just friendly. And we went back and hung out at her house. We followed them up into the house. It was a fucking beautiful house. She's got this crazy backyard, and I was out in the backyard, and just me and her, like in the middle of the night, and we're out in the backyard, and I'm making her Jessica Simpson laugh, and I'm like, oh my, like it just hit me like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, and then of course Dane walks out. What's up? And
Yeah.
fucking shoulder boy walked out. Fucking 28-inch waist.
He's got his shirt off. He's like, "Whew, it got hot in that house. It just came outside to cool off." Hey, Jessica, can I eat this fruit in front of you? It's just dripping down.
Let me ask you a question. I'm just checking my bank account. Is this phone? Is this your internet right here? Because I don't know if that's my real.
Oh,
my real
sorry,
balance.
my balance is right there. That's
Oh,
a
sorry.
lot of zeros. I'm just gonna do pull-ups while you guys talk.
No, but you know what? Dane doesn't even give a fuck though, because we used my car to get up there. He didn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he came as soon as he came in. She was like, "Oh, Dane." I was out there by myself in her backyard in the dark by a fountain.
Then you feel like a creep.
Yeah, I was just like contemplating, like trying to do affirmations.
Yeah.
The lack and delay will crumble away. I will fulfill my destiny and get Jessica Simpson.
Oh, God.
Fucking stupid, but she's actually a sweetheart. She would have laughed her fucking. I bet you if she saw your cock, dude, she would laugh her ass
Maybe we can
off.
set something up.
Let's set it up. If
Call Dane and get like a thing happen.
I don't know. Can I? This is what we'll do. Anybody out there knows Jessica Simpson? We have a lot of. We have like 30,000 listeners.
Oh wow!
So
Okay.
we'll. If anybody out there knows Jessica, we want to know if she saw Boston Joe's cock that night, and if she thought it was a nice piece, or if she'd be willing to look at it again.
Just take a glimpse.
Also, if everyone listening could send me $1, it would double my yearly income.
Whoa. That's wait a minute. You might.
Oh, 30,000 just really put.
That'd be a
that's
great-
my life goal is to make that in a year. So I thought maybe I could help push this forward.
You don't make 30 grand.
What are you kidding?
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude.
I like the way that Joe's face just got gravely serious.
mad.
Bobby goes, what? You don't
I got
make what?
upset.
You don't make 30,000? Joe goes, "Are you
I have-
fucking?"
One year I did a commercial. I did with commercial and weak middling.
What commercial did you do? What commercial?
I did two. I did a Captain Morgan commercial, The Four Guys,
Yeah.
available on YouTube. And
It's just on YouTube. Never made the TV.
no, it was on TV. No, it was
Okay.
a big national commercial.
Yeah, it was playing during that World Baseball Classic. It was on like
It was
every.
during and I did an ESPN commercial too.
And I remember being at the restaurant, and we have TVs at the restaurant, and I come on, I go, that's my friend Joe. And everyone's like, who the fuck is this idiot? And I'm just like, that right there.
I had one when it was out after Caroline's. We went to what's the bar next to Caroline's?
Playwrights.
The Playwright. We were there, and I was talking to this couple that was at the show, and they were laughing. I was being funny, whatever. And the commercial came on. I went, by the way, that's me. And they just looked at the TV and then looked back at me with zero reaction. Like I don't know if they didn't think it was me. They were just like, all right. And it was nothing. I was like, commercials suck. Anyways,
I've never. Wait a minute. Have I done? No, I don't think I've ever done a commercial ever. I did. You know what I did? They're called industrials. I don't know if you know what they are.
no.
They're companies like Dunkin' Donuts, Home Depot, all these fucking places. They have little videos made up to teach you. If somebody robs you,
Yeah.
to do this. If somebody,
We used to have to watch those at Bed Bath & Beyond when I worked
right.
there.
I did a lot of those.
Really?
Yeah.
I worked at Bed Bath & Beyond for 6 months.
I did a lot of those. I did
Loading
Dunkin'
trucks.
Donuts because you had to when somebody, if you look at the Dunkin' Donuts, I don't know if they have them now, but at the door they have a ruler. So if somebody robs as they're leaving, you're supposed to look at the ruler.
They still do.
Right.
Yeah, I know. They have
Yeah.
like one of those in Queens where I just got my tea today.
Not mine, but here up the street they don't have them. But
All right, get it?
In Serp's neighborhood, they do.
and
Right.
Serps.
Why they got the ruler at the Dunkin' Donuts? I ain't trying out for no New York Knicks. I almost love this
can I-
new character.
Can I say every time you do Syrup, Bobby reaches for the knobs over there. What's
Well, 'cause
happening? What's
I'll tell you
happening?
why.
Voice over modulator.
His,
there?
his boss, there's two things that shut this podcast down. His voice, his monster voice.
Right.
Hey, if I'm listening, I can hear you. You sound normal. Even when you get high, you're normal. But he has a very fucking
I get excited.
I get
crazy.
excited.
Yeah, he has a monster voice. And if you
He's
look,
a big boy.
you can know when me and you are talking, it's just up and down, up and down. When he talks, it looks like a fucking tsunami's coming.
Right. So we have. We will be two adults and one child for the podcast.
with a little boy with a big voice.
He really does. He has a
Big
fucking huge
forearm.
voice.
He does.
I did that. I had to rob the place.
You were the robber?
I was a robber, and I really scared the shit out of the lady because they just used a regular cashier. They because if they don't give a fuck, so they used the lady. They didn't tell her what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
So this was in Boston too,
Right.
where I did all my industrial work.
Yeah.
I just walked up. They gave me the gun, and I'm supposed to walk up and go, "Give me a cruller," and give me one of the ones with the sprinkles. And then I could do whatever I wanted. So I was like, yeah, give me the cruller. Give me the sprinkles. Give me the money. I'll kill you. I will kill you dead. I will shoot you in your face. Give me the money. And I just lost it. And this lady, she started panicking, but she couldn't get the drawer open. She started crying. She's like, I can't get the drawer open. And I'm like, open the drawer. You're dead.
You fucking
I just
cunt.
kept going.
You're going to get shot in the fucking face. Bobby, cut. I'm going to fucking murder you.
You just pistol whip her. What?
They had to take her.
Puts her head down on the counter and puts the gun to it. You want to see your fucking family?
They had to take her in the back and calm her down. They had to,
Oh, that's great.
and they were like, "Dude, listen, you gotta calm down. You gotta just say cruller, sprinkles, give me the money a couple times and back out."
That is so
I got to
fucking
do that
funny.
for Sears one time. I worked at Sears though, and it wasn't like a corporate thing.
You
though,
worked at
which is my
Sears.
cousin.
I never worked at Sears.
Like I said, you worked at
Yeah,
Sears.
I worked at Sears for a long time. But I get to do the same thing. I get to like fake steal stuff. It was real fun.
Gary Gulman worked at Sears.
No kidding.
Yeah, he worked
Yeah.
at the.
Oh boy,
Look at you, how you
Hardware.
whip up with Gary. You love Gary Gulman.
Gary's a dear friend. I love that.
He's
man.
one of my favorite people on the planet.
Yeah, mine too. He's always there when I need him.
He's a good guy. Gary, I'm telling you, we did a podcast last week with him. He's one of the nicest guys on the planet. Me and him, I got him a job waiting tables when we first started because he quit. He was an accountant
Right.
down in Wall Street in Boston. He was
Right.
making some cash, and he just quit it all. Fucking started doing comedy. Needed a job, and I remember I was so jealous of him when he first started
Yeah.
because Paul D'Angelo
Yeah.
loved Gary Gulman and would put him up on every fucking show. Every show, and never give me any time. Gary Gulman was on every anytime Paul D'Angelo hosted Downtown Knicks,
Right.
they used to do comedy all during the week.
Right.
So certain guys got, like Noxie got his own show, D'Angelo had like Wednesdays,
Right.
and then they'd have like the Colloons, they'd have their own show. So there was a lot of comedy at Knicks going on. And I remember
You just named the only 3 places I work now.
what
Kowloon and Knicks.
he would give him time all the fucking time. And then one night he gave me a spot. He goes, all right, I'll put you up. D'Angelo, I'll put you up next. I was like, all right. And he goes, 4 minutes. I was like, 4? The fuck gives 4 minutes?
Yeah,
Right.
So-
that's a slap.
and then as he's going up, he kept going 4 with his hands. 4.
Oh,
4.
jeez.
And it was at the end. And then he went up and fucking
40 minutes?
did one of my jokes. I used to have this joke. It was about raking leaves. How I hated yard chores as a kid, and you rake leaves, it's just stupid. How you're raking them as they fall. You pick them up, then they fall. They're falling. That's why they called it fall. Come up with another season called Fell. All the fucking leaves fell. I do this once. God named them Leave. Leave them there.
Yeah.
Well, God didn't name them Leave. But we did.
Right.
But he actually did like a similar. But back then, that was a fucking, for me,
Yeah.
that was a joke.
Right,
that was
right.
like, oh my
Yeah,
God,
that was with
I
A.
can't believe I fucking came up with this
Yeah.
shit. Up until then, I was just going up at the Collins going, fucking look at your face, fucking dude. That
sounds like Noxie.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I was just doing fucking energy and, look at my fight. I was just gorgeous too back then, too. I had hair and
Right.
a mullet. And he went up and did like fucking leaves, man. Just leave them there. The fuck, the name leave. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well,
Oh, boy.
on the when we did the podcast with Gary, he brought up the fact that I was who's assistant
Oh yeah.
for 2 months. We've got a great story about
Who's this? I forget.
his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, you were a girl's assistant. A
I was
girl
a-
comic
I was-
assistant.
She wasn't a comic though.
Yeah, she was.
She never. No. Did you ever see her perform?
I
A couple
did.
times. What time you're going to
this
tell?
is the great.
Hey,
This
Joe, I've
Yeah.
seen her perform too. So therefore, she's a what?
A comedian.
Yeah. Hey.
Fuck. All right.
Hey, bitch assistant.
I think I saw her middle for you at Caroline's, didn't I?
No.
That was a joke with the
That was-
crying. I was trying to be a callback.
Callback.
Woo.
Oh boy, I was doing so well. Serp.
I love that he tried to cool himself off with his BlackBerry. He really doesn't make no money. He has a
No.
BlackBerry from
This is-
fucking 10 years ago.
He just got it.
Hey.
No, I was
He has a BlackBerry with a scroll ball.
he does.
Do. Oh, and I have an email, Kowloon, August 17th, 200.
I got to call her, Michelle.
Yeah.
I love Michelle.
Oh boy,
I think she sent me an email.
maybe you can close for me.
What
I'm a middle who brings his own headliner.
are you, Dat Fan?
Ah.
You know, they actually called me to do that for him when Dat Fan won Last Comic Standing.
Really?
They called me. They were like, yeah, we want you to close the shows.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're going to pay me, like fucking $1,000 to close every show, to go up and do 45 at the end. He was going to go up in the middle and do. He only had 20 minutes to a half, maybe.
He was getting 6.
The two
Oh,
things.
he was getting the door deal.
Oh,
So he was
man.
getting fucking thousands and thousands of dollars to go up in the middle, do his horse shit, and I'd have to go up at the end and close it out.
Wow.
Dat Fan, my favorite trashing of a comedian on Tough Crowd
Yeah.
was Dat Fan. Voss and Patrice beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, Patrice actually said, "Would you do that voice? Is that just in you?
Yeah.
Does that voice just pop out of you?"
I love Colin says something where he goes, what about the article? And then Patrice goes, I was offended in the article that they listed him as a comedian. I was like, stings. Someone told me that Dat Fan spends thousands of dollars on pants because his signature thing is karate kicks after jokes. A comedian named Ali
That's
Wong.
mine.
Ali Wong told me.
That's my thing.
He took his shit.
That's fucking
D'Angelo's
mine.
doing it too.
Yeah.
D'Angelo's doing it.
Yeah.
And syrup.
That was a callback to the previous story.
There was just fucking 9 callbacks in a row. I really want to. What are we in an alt room? What are we in a fucking writing session
I'm trying to grow a
downtown?
beard.
Keep going. I'm writing these down.
And Thundercats reference. So Gary's ex, my former boss, we're doing one of these fucking long Monday night
It
shows.
fucking bugs me that you did that.
I know.
It bugs
too.
me that that's in you.
No, but
Like I know,
didn't
I don't know Joe, but I know fucking Joe. I know this fucking. I know that he wouldn't do that. I
Yeah.
know that he took the fucking high road. You know what bugs me about you is
true.
that you
I am better than
fucking
you.
did that.
I didn't know what the fuck it
hurts
was.
me. It
I didn't
hurts
know
me.
what it was.
Yeah,
I was
you
confused.
did.
I had no idea. And when I finally put 2 and 2 together, I quit, and that's when I started barking.
I don't like that you're defending it, and I don't like
Not
that.
defending it. It was an awful part of my life, and I would rather not.
It's like you got raped or you sucked a dick to get
Yeah.
by. At least just own it, dude. I sucked a conch. I swallowed the load. I was gay for a week. I'm sorry. I needed food. I would accept that.
All right, you know
okay?
what? Fine. I did it.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yes.
But let's move on.
But you knew it. You knew it. You knew. You thought it was going to get you.
I did it for a little. Once I knew what it was.
It's almost commendable. It's like Michael Jordan would get caught cheating, like playing Go Fish, which is like a douche shitty thing to do. But it's in his head. He's just trying to win. I needed to win. Dan needed to make it, so he answered phones like a bitch. Like a big bitch. But now look at him. I mean, God, look at him. Look at the size of his head.
He really. I mean, you're on fire. Does it bug you his success?
Oh, to no end. I want to kill myself. No, I'm very happy for him. I'm happy for him.
Stop. I want to go to your house. You live alone? Who do you live with?
alone. What
do
is
you
this
live-
30 grand living alone business? We came up in different times.
How many?
Live alone. I have 11 roommates. We live in a van in fucking Bushwick.
You probably have your own show.
I'm hoping you're going to feed me at the end of this podcast.
What do you live with? Russian prostitutes? What the fuck? What, 11 people? How many roommates do you have?
Well, currently I have 4. How many roommates do I have? 1, 2. I have 3 roommates and a guy sleeping on our couch. So 4 technically.
Did you say guys who's your coach? What did you say?
Sleeping on his couch.
I thought you said.
3 roommates and a couch and a coach.
And a life coach. Joe, what'd you do
Come on,
today?
Joe. Let's go, Joe. You can make it,
He's got
Joe.
a whistle. 81 liners. Give them to me. Come on.
Call back. Push up, then a callback.
I want T and S. I want TS words right now.
I decided halfway through I should make it Mickey from Rocky. All right. I have 3 or 4 roommates. Yeah.
3 or 4. Are you one of them? No, you're
No.
not. And so I don't even know my original question. So you're back at your place.
You're trying to start some sort of beef between friends. I think was your original question.
No, I don't really don't. I don't want
okay.
because I love Dan. I look at
I'm so on him, but yeah.
I've done a lot.
Yeah, you have.
Anytime I can help this guy out, I tell everybody about him.
That's
Everybody.
very sweet.
I mean, SD still tweets me, texts me, thanks for Dan Soda. It's like a running gag now.
Wow.
Because of Dan Soda. Right?
And you were at the. I remember when I was still an open micer, list got passed at the Cellar, and that was like.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So here's the deal.
27 years ago. I got passed before Bobby got passed.
This is fucking accent. Bobby. Fucking Bobby got past it.
I was doing shows down there.
Dude, I fucking lost the accent because I didn't fucking want to sound like a fucking retard like Bobby Kelly. But the thing is, it comes out when I fucking drink and get retarded tired.
When I'm on podcast.
I live a
Podcast. I think he goes, on podcast.
My coach is telling me not to fucking say Bobby the way I fucking. Listen,
It's Bobby. It's Bobby.
So I mean, at your house, he's your friend. You came up together, kinda.
Right.
Right. And you hear that all this stuff that's going good for him.
Right.
And then you don't just go fuck.
Well, what I've been doing the last few, I don't want to get too whatever. I wasted so much time. Just you know that movie? They made that movie when Stand Up Stood Out about all the Boston
Yes,
guys
I do.
drinking and getting real sad.
Yes, I do.
They made a movie telling us what not to do,
And you did
and
it.
we just did it anyways.
Right.
So that's what I have, where I'm like, I was just drinking and boozing and fucking everybody and well, everyone that's ugly. And so I wasted so much time. So when people get real successful, I've learned to look at myself and be like, I wasn't doing any of those. I wasn't doing any of that.
Right. So
But
what do you-
certainly, I don't think Dan Soder's nearly as talented as me.
Right.
But,
That's all I wanted.
and very
that's what I-
unattractive.
That's what.
But no, I'm happy for everybody. I've never been one of those guys that's like, fuck that guy for getting that.
Yeah.
I just think that,
I'm like, oh man, I want.
I don't like guys like that either.
It's a
bad way to go.
bad way to be.
I
Yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
I used to be like that when I first started because I didn't understand the business. Because you see people that suck.
Right.
That's when it's hard. Well, look, Dan's talented. You know, I
Yeah,
like.
there's people that suck that get things. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
But usually they're, you know,
But even like people who really just blow, they get stuff on pure personality, luck, or fucking whatever whatever the shit business is. It happened. You're like, what the fuck? I don't get that. And it makes you even that I don't give a fuck about it anymore because you're really not in competition with anybody.
Right.
But but there is like when somebody gets something like successful that or your friend, especially in this business, there is that fuck when. Am I ever gonna get a fucking shot? Is anybody ever gonna fucking throw something?
Yeah, of course.
that runs through your head like, hey man, dude, good for you, dude. I'm glad you got a show.
right. Fuck. Yeah, it's brutal.
You know what I mean? But that's why I like comics who help each other, though. I hate guys who get like I know people who fucking as soon as somebody gets that fucking he got something and fucking she and it's like
I've watched
who
people
gives a fuck?
I've watched people disappear because they act like that. Like the guys that I was doing open mics with
Right.
5 years ago, and I was just like, I'm gonna go hit another mic, and they're like, did you see who fucking got Live at Gotham? You're like, I don't care. I'm not even near that right now. I need to get funny.
But it's easy for you to be at that point, okay?
But even
stop
when
for
I-
1 second.
yeah.
It's
It was
easy
never
for you.
like that.
It's easy for you to be on this end of it, to look at that end of it. But when you're on this end of it, to see that shit happen,
Yeah.
it's a little. I know it's disheartening. It's a little fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
But I don't like that shit either. Do you know what?
But but typically people that aren't getting anything get real bitter. They're not working hard enough or working enough.
True that.
And so,
That's fucking the
that's
truth
what I'm
from
interested
Joe.
in.
Joe, truth teller.
Boston, the
I
truth, Joe.
try to tell the truth.
Boston,
Oh, that's-
Boston, the Joe, the
that's,
truth teller.
That's Paul Pierce's nickname. But,
Yeah.
The truth.
yeah.
That's what we're gonna call you from now on. The truth.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
nickname.
They were
Boy.
gonna stab you 13 times
Yeah.
at a nightclub in Boston.
Yeah, but I'll survive with a leather jacket. And not, I love Paul Pierce.
So the original story,
You sucked Louis C.K.'s cock.
No, I think we
sucking
told
him
that one.
like a no.
We told that one. Then we went to the other
So
one.
it's a late Monday night, and
You're relentless on the story.
well, it's just.
I don't even think it's going to pay off that well, to be honest. I'm
You
putting
know
it
what?
out
I've
there
learned
that this story is not going to pay off.
And you know what? I'm gonna bail right now.
Ooh, yay! You learned.
We're going to be trashing our
Fucking-
friend's ex-girlfriend. We got the whole
thought
thing.
it was really funny what
I'd
we
be
did. It
what
was a
did we
good-
do again? Just
We
tell
turned-
the end of it.
We turned
I can't
off.
remember.
We turned off the lights and played Led Zeppelin.
Oh, that's right.
Because
She was being real
there was
shitty.
two firefighters in the
Oh, that's
audience,
right.
and she was saying 9/11 was an inside job. And both of us
that's
were drunk, and we looked at each other, and we're like, "No." And Joe turns off the lights, and I hit play on the CD player, and it's like, and she's just like, "What the fuck?" And then we went down that back stairwell to the Baggett and bought beers.
Oh, yeah, we just
and
sat
one of
there
the-
like we acted
nothing
casual.
happened. And they come down, they're like, "Who the fuck turned off the lights and turned on the music when she was on stage?" We're like, "I don't know. It's weird."
And I was like, I don't even know Led Zeppelin. They're like, how do you know what song it was? I was like, ah! That part didn't happen. But I like that we both remembered it was Zeppelin. I went with Communication Breakdown. You went with whatever thing you were
Black
yelling.
Dog.
Ah.
Or a whole lot of love. I want a whole lot of love.
What? Who was that? The blonde?
Yeah.
Your boss?
My boss.
Was she
yeah.
was your boss at the time?
No.
Oh, okay.
At that point, I was just barking. So I was the controlled by the
Eventually, we
club.
even stopped barking too, though. Oh, I think what we did was we would say we were going to go around the corner to bark, and then went to a different bar. I
Yeah,
think
we'd
that's
go-
more what we
yeah,
did.
we-
You
go to-
guys were the guys with the flyers that just walked around the corner and threw them in the trash.
yeah. What's the-
Well,
That's what's wrong with America, by the way.
No, but I would
Those
do-
Mexicans actually fucking stay on the corner and snap that shit until they give them all
Right,
away.
right.
And then all the white kids are like, "I don't want to work." I would sit on the stool because that was the best one because I could just sit there and smoke cigarettes, and people would walk by and I'd be like, "Hey, you guys want to see a show?" And then like,
How would you do it?
Hey, you guys want to see a show? And then,
What kind of show?
oh, it's great. We got comedians from Comedy Central, HBO, VH1.
Is Dane Cook going to be here?
No, but there's a lot of great comedians. You should come in and see it.
You ever do? I walk through Times Square a lot, and they have those fucking jack-offs out there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll be like, is Robert Kelly going to be there? Yeah, he's coming down. He comes down there a lot.
Right.
I'm like, it's me, you fucking
Right.
idiot. Yeah, me and Burr walked through. We're like, is Billy Burr and Robert Kelly going to be there? I think tonight, yeah. I think Billy's showing up tonight and Robert's showing up tomorrow. It's like, you fucking moron. First of all, the fact that they don't recognize us hurts my feelings.
Right.
That fucks with my self-esteem. We're not even that famous where you can't even look at my face and go, hey, you're Robert Kelly. And second of all, I'm not there. And then third of all, and if I had
Yeah, but they tell people in Times Square that Eddie Murphy's going to be there.
Right.
he does go down.
Only
great
at
would that
Ha.
be?
Only at Ha.
How great would that be if he really has been going down there for like 2 years?
Broadway.
Yeah, we didn't know.
The world.
Like, yeah, no one says it. He goes under a different name. He's got a different moniker. Eddie Murphy's crushing.
One time, I was back in Boston. There was some woman that I knew who like went to shows and wanted to put on a show, and she was asking me if I could put on a show. There's like $1,000 budget, or whatever. I was like, yeah, I can get some people, blah blah blah. And then she called me like a couple days later, and she's like, Joe, this is like 2005. She's like, a lot of the girls in the office been talking around the water cooler about a fella named Dane Cook. Do you know him? Is it possible? I was like, I mean, I know him, but I think he goes like, I don't know, I was imagine $75,000 for a show. I don't know what. She's just like, a lot of the girls really are liking this guy. Do you, if anyway?
Any way you can get him.
It's like,
Janice from accounting
I can
loves
get you
him.
Frank Santarelli for a fraction of the price.
I can get you Frank and a straw for $5.
How's
I get
Paul
you-
Nardizzi sound?
Joe Iannetti.
We're getting into that zone where you guys just start naming Boston comedians. I don't know.
Do your
That used to be my
Do you-
impression. That used to be my impression of Joe List because he'd always name comedians I didn't know but make jokes about it.
Right.
He'd be like, "Fucking look, it's fucking Tom McDonough's dick, huh? Fucking woo!" And I'm like, I don't even know who that is. It's like,
That's so
fucking-
close to a Boston comic, too.
Oh, fucking look, it's fucking Billy Fitzpatrick's first fucking headshot. We're fucking getting nuts. I'm like, I don't know. I'm moving from Denver. I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are. Woo! Fucking, look. Fucking, this cup's about as half full as fucking Mark fucking Leopold's prospects in the business.
You threw a Jew in there at the end.
I don't know. There might be Jews in Boston.
No,
Yeah,
there's
there's a couple.
none.
They manage the Irish guys.
There's none. So it's very interesting what you said, though, dude. You actually... You fucking drank and pissed away a lot of time. But in New York City, though. In Boston and New York.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
still- but
I
you-
started in '87, so
This is the one you started in '87.
No.
Oh God, you fucking asshole.
I'm
fucking
29 years old.
He's fucking 5. You know what I don't like? The blacks. And he's like fucking murdering in Boston.
Why am I racist?
Because you're from Boston. Because you're a 5-year-old in Boston.
He's
Jesus.
from Somerville Projects. Give it up.
Oh boy, jeez.
How about those fucking socks, boo, huh? Everyone's like,
Fucking Yankees can suck my little tiny unpubed cock.
my clean hairless pecker.
I still do that bit.
But you this is one thing I did notice about a lot of because I had a few of you guys open for me in at the Wilbur. I've worked with your pal there with the belt. What's his name?
Tom Dustin.
Dustin?
Yeah.
Tom, who I like a lot. And the guys that have worked for me, all nice guys. Who's the other fucking guy? Floop? What the fuck is his name? Plouffe?
Oh, Kyle Plouffe.
Kyle Plouffe. You friends with him?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm friends with him.
Wow, that was interesting.
I'm friendly with him. I mean, I haven't seen him in a long time, but we're friends. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, I don't want to give that. Like,
Yeah, apparently
I'm
we
like-
get it, Joe.
I'm friends
Hey,
with him,
Jake,
but like I don't.
the
Like,
truth.
we don't talk on the
apparently,
phone.
you're not the truth anymore.
We don't talk on the. I'll tell you
now
this.
You're the grade.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah, the gray area.
Kyle Plouffe, that guy, has a podcast called "The Plouffe is in the Pudding," which I came up with. I think I haven't talked to him, but that's what I started calling when I met him. I was like, "Hey, Plouffe is in the pudding,"
How's this?
and he never even emailed me to say, "Hey, I got. I'm going to use your nickname."
We'll get
like
on
if
that.
I have a podcast called "The Truth," I'm going to call you guys up and high
You
five.
should call Paul Pierce.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, I'm friends with Plouffe. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I just haven't seen him in a while. It's not like I don't
Jeez,
talk
all right,
to
we
him.
get it, Joe.
Oh boy,
Jesus.
I hate him and I hope he dies. All right, is you happy?
Whoa.
There we go.
He's racist
Listen,
and
funny if he-
anti-Semite.
If he died today.
I'm like,
jeez.
Jesus. I go on Facebook. I'm like, Joe. I call him Joe. Joe, you got to call Bobby and tell him not to put up that podcast. You got to fucking call him.
So, but I'm sorry. They're apparently doing fucking They're digging for fucking aliens on my street. Jesus Christ.
The journey to the center of the earth is going on outside your house.
I mean, and these fucking cocksuckers, 2:30 in the morning last week, they started fucking just digging into the fucking ground, just a jackhammer. 2:30 in the morning. Nobody. You walk outside, you go, what the fuck? They just look at you like, whatever. What do you? I don't give a shit. Anyways, a lot of you guys, I noticed that a lot of you guys fucking drink, man. You guys, like, I remember I was at Dustin Drinks. There's another kid, your other pal with the bangs. What's his name?
Alvin David?
No. He's a new kid. Because every time
Bolger, Dan Bolger.
Oh, Dan Bolger.
Yeah, he's got bangs. Yeah, he looks like Kristen McNichol a little bit.
Right.
The tall, thin Kristen McNichol.
Right.
I don't know if it's him, but a lot of you guys drink and fucking get trashed. I mean, look, Patrice never drank. Billy drank a little bit. Dane didn't drink. I didn't drink. None of us really fucking partied at all. It was just all comedy and fucking busting balls. But
Right.
you guys, I mean, did you stop drinking? Or you?
I still drink, but I started, writing in the daytime, and sending out emails and recording sets and listening to them and drinking after I get my work done and stuff like that. This is all recent, like the last year or two.
No shit.
But it's just there was with all the guys I started with and came up with in Boston, there was no work ethic at all. We just had our jokes and were funny guys and got real drunk afterwards and tried to fuck people.
Because your name was out there. I mean, when you started opening for DePaulo, people were like, oh, this kid Joe List, he's very funny, and I heard your name a lot.
I had heat in like 07, yeah.
Well, you did. You had a little heat.
Right.
You did. I mean, people knew about you, and then that really fizzled away.
But it's coming back, baby. I'm the toast of the town these days.
Yeah.
DePaulo, I kind of wasted. I was on the road with him for 5.5 years every get, and I
Are
would
you
just
shitting me?
No. 06, yeah.
That's a lot of time to be on the road
And
with
then
somebody.
just clubs middling. I wouldn't record sets, and I'd just go to the bar and start boozing.
Really?
And, yeah. But like I could when I wasn't. Yeah, I wasted.
How
a
old are
lot
you now?
Of time. 29. I'll be 30 in a couple weeks.
30. How long you been in the business?
Almost 12 years, 11 and a half years.
No shit.
2000 I started. Yeah.
Well, good. We got you on the upswing.
Yeah, I'm coming back
When
now.
you need us.
Got a big one-man show working.
Yeah.
You doing a one-man show?
I just did it for the first run last week, and it went real well.
What kind of negative name was it?
It's called There Will Be Pigs.
Oh, what does that mean?
It's a whole story about fucking pigs. And my ex-girlfriend, one time we were breaking up, and she was like, I don't want you to have sex with other people. She was crying real hard. And I was like, what do you mean you're breaking up with me? And she's like, I know, but there's going to be pigs. And it was a funny thing that happened. And then there's a callback to it in the end, but it's like the last line, so...
That's a good one-man show. You got to fucking all tie it all together at the end with a slide.
It's good.
There's a moment. Yeah.
Oh, you weren't there, but you know
I wasn't
about
there,
it.
but
Some good
I
stuff.
love that you just went. It's good, right? You weren't really there.
corporate
but it's
Dan's like,
Yeah.
You're my friend.
You think,
Come on.
what do you think Dan's gonna say?
Say a thing.
What do you think Dan's gonna say on the podcast? No, it needs work. I mean, it's
tighten it
It's not
several
there yet.
places.
It's,
Sitting down on the stool and getting
good.
emotional, wasn't it?
It's gonna be big.
How long? It's gonna be big.
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
What do you mean? Me.
No,
one man.
Who's producing it? You fucking jackass.
I don't have a producer yet. I'm working on it, But I did one run, and I'm doing a second run, and it got
What are you doing? Where'd you do the run?
at the Creek in the Cave.
And where's the second run?
At the Creek in the Cave also, and I'm just trying to get some little buzzy thing.
Oh, that's
get
good, man.
comfortable with it.
When is it gonna happen? When is the
June 13th is the second.
June
the next one.
13th at the Creek in a Cave?
Yeah.
Long Island City, Queens.
Free show.
So
it's all about heartbreak and herpes, and I got edited off of Last Comic
Oh
Standing.
yeah, you had herpes.
Yeah, and I got cut off of Last Comic Stand. That was a real blow to the career.
God,
as well.
that was. I remember.
So that's all in there.
You.
And I went to Peru to see my ex-girlfriend, and thinking we'd like get back together, and we never.
Your chick was
happened.
from Peru,
No, she's from Colorado,
but she
From
moved to
where-
Peru
down the street from
because she got herpes and gave them to you. Who gave you the herpes? Her?
No, different girl. This happened afterwards. All in a year. My girlfriend. I'll just give you the quick version. My
Please.
girlfriend, who I was in love with, we lived together after like 6 weeks. Soder was there when I met her. We moved in together, fell in love, the whole thing. She breaks up with me, moves to Argentina. Just left me for Argentina. I go down. Then after that, I get on Last Comic Standing. I'm like, fuck her. Who needs the girl? I'm going to be a superstar. I'm on a TV show.
Yeah, because
That helps me.
that show really does produce superstars. Who won last year? And go.
Tommy Johnigan came in second. So I go down to, I get Last Comic Standing. I'm like, who needs the girl? I'm in Last Comic Standing now. Then they cut me out of the show. I cry. I want to kill myself. So then she goes, why don't you come to Peru to visit me? I'm like, fuck Last Comic Standing. I'm getting the girl back. I go down there. We don't hook up. She tells me she doesn't love me anymore. I come back. I meet a new girl that I like, and I'm like, this girl will replace her. I get real drunk. Shit in her apartment, all over into her sneakers.
Now, when you
all over
say
her house.
shit, you say shit.
Like I took
pooped
shit everywhere.
in this girl's
just
shoes.
shit, and then I
Do you
traipsed it all
understand?
around.
Can I just talk to you for a second?
Please do.
How much more I like you right now? Do you understand how you shut up in my system of value? Where you are, where you were, and where you are right now?
Yeah.
Of fucking. Listen,
appreciate that.
Do you know Mount Cannon in New Hampshire?
No.
It's a big mountain.
Okay.
It's not, and then there's Mount Washington.
Gotcha.
You were on Mount Cannon,
Right.
climbing. You just shot up to the top of
I
Mount Washington.
appreciate
The
that.
fact that you shit you shit in her shoes.
In her sneakers, yeah. She's like one of these, like those like Nike high tops that are like hipsters, I guess, wear.
Was it intentional?
No, I mean I was blackout drunk. I was fucked up, and I woke up, and the girl who I liked, it was her roommate who I met that night.
Her what?
Her roommate. Like
Roommate.
I shook hands with her. and was like, "Nice to meet you." And like 6 hours
He's
later,
actually
I was
he
shitting.
is shaking hands with people right now.
Fake it.
Right.
He
Air
does
shake.
not. Yeah,
The air shake.
because
Well,
this
I'm
is
SAG eligible, so I know what I'm doing here.
That was one of the fucking hardest I've ever laughed in my life because I was with him early in the night before.
right.
We're drinking, in fact, up the street from here, and I go because I had to wait tables in the morning, and I call Nate Bargatze, and Nate goes, "Did you hear what the fuck
Oh, Nate
happened?"
was crying.
And Nate's literally crying, laughing on the phone with me, and I go, "What happened?" And he goes, "Just call Joe, man. Just call Joe." And I called
Why
Joe.
didn't you bring Nate today?
I don't.
Hey y'all, it's Dixie here, back by popular demand. I heard you guys loved my last commercial, so I'm doing it again. You know that this podcast is free every goddamn week, and that will never change. The boys love giving you something to do while you're bored on that train ride or in that cube at that shit job you got. But it's time for you to give back to the YKWD Podcast. Here's how you do it. 1. Subscribe and leave a fucking nice review. 2. Tell everyone you know. And 3. Go to Riotcast and check out the other shows like Hammer Fisting, Glory Hole, Jersey Jerks, My Wife Hates Me, and a whole lot more. And if you're feeling really, really frisky, you can donate or buy some of the lovely merch we have for you on the merch page. Just click it and get yourself a nice YKWD trinket like a mug, a hat, or a t-shirt. They make great gifts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for loving Dixie, y'all. Have a nice day.
I thought you were supposed to bring Nate.
I thought I was bringing him.
Yeah, but you were supposed to bring him too.
Oh boy, Nate called right when I got here. He's probably pissed.
Yeah. Oh my God, really? You didn't? I remember we said
I didn't
bring
think.
Nate.
I thought it was Joe and then Nate. I thought Nate was next
Didn't you
week.
say something you don't like Nate anymore? He's
Nate.
been really
Why don't you?
mean
Yeah,
to
what's
you.
up with you and Nate?
I
Yeah,
love
you
Nate.
said he has a small dick and you don't like him anymore.
You know what? Let's do. You're taking the attention off the fact that Joe shit in a shoe.
Well, first of all, I can't wait until it cracks because you can't be this corporate, this neutral forever. He's going to get something where it gives him his ego. He's going to let go of this horse shit where, hey, what's up? I'm doing
that's who I am.
soda."
Oh, and we're gone too. We're not. This
I'm gone. This fucking show's gone. Everything's gone. And then someone's gonna cross him, and it's gonna come out. It's just gonna fucking come out, and he's gonna attack. It's gonna be on video, and then we'll be doing the podcast together because you'll have to replace him,
Right.
and then we'll just laugh. We'll
And
just talk about it.
There Will Be Pigs will be like a motion picture. You'll have a role.
It's huge.
You'll play.
Yeah.
You'll play
I'll
the
play one
girl
of
who
the
gave me
pigs.
herpes.
I'll play one of
You'll be
With
one
a
of the
fat
pigs.
pig.
You know what?
And,
I think you guys are both wrong.
I can't wait until it happens.
I think you're both
gonna
wrong.
crack.
No.
It's gonna crack. You're not gonna be able to keep it up. You're gonna crack.
It's a real thing.
Fucking
This is
no,
who
it's
I am.
not.
This is who I am.
It's not, Colorado boy. We're just friendly. Go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry that the gorgeous mountain air made me a nice person.
You are a nice person, but it's fake.
No, it's not.
You're gonna crack.
No, it's not.
Someone's gonna snap on you. Yeah, it is. Go low. Don't go high. So you shit in the chick's shoe.
Shit in her shoes, yeah, and then
All
traipse it
over.
around. Oh, and then, well, the thing about this is I have a
'cause
flight to Seattle that
but you
morning.
you left footprints around to find your way back. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
If you got lost in the
Hansel and
apartment,
Gretel.
you could just
Yeah,
you could- like in the Immortals when he cut his leg when he went in the maze just so he could find his way out of the maze.
I don't remember that part, but
Yeah, did you see the movie?
no.
The worst movie ever. Go ahead.
So yeah, I shit, and then I had a flight to Seattle. I was going to Seattle that day.
Ugh, did you have extra
I
panties?
missed my flight. I just grabbed up enough shit that I could grab. I couldn't get all of it. I
Not
just
shit.
grabbed
Use
it.
another word.
Feces.
Things.
Things.
Oh, you picked up the shit.
No. I'm talking about the actual shit. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Yeah, I took my sock off and put it on like a puppet and like picked it up like this and then flipped it inside out so like a sock full of shit.
She just started hitting her like a
he's a-
prison movie.
like he's a middle-aged lady on the streets in New York with a Yorkie.
So I threw that away and I just took off. I texted the girl. I was like, I'm so sorry. I've never done this. This is amazing. I'm in like back of a cab going to the airport and I'm like, I can't believe this happened. And this is the best. The girl texted me. She's like, oh no, it's fine. We can't stop laughing. So I'm like, huh, that is bizarre.
These
I'm like,
girls are really
weird.
cool.
Yeah, so I fly across the country. In the middle of my flight from Boston to New York to Seattle, I cross my leg on the flight, and I realized there's shit all up my leg. And so I just put it down. I'm like, oh, God. That's crazy. I'm covered in shit for a 6-hour flight.
You went on the plane
And I
with shit?
landed
And not only that, but he
the
threw
longest,
up.
and the
He threw up
longest
the morning
flight.
before.
Yeah, the longest flight ever. So,
So you had shit. Did you smell it?
I couldn't smell it, but maybe it's because I was still drunk. Like, I'm sure people were displeased, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
So I land, and my phone's been off for 6 hours. So I turn my phone back on, and it's the girl, and she goes, oh, my God, we just got home. We had no idea how bad it was. You owe us a pair of sneakers. This is crazy. And I was like this, now that's more like it. It's like, that's the appropriate text. So I sent him a birthday card with $300 in cash in it
Really?
and wrote this long apology on Facebook, whatever. And then...
Wrote an apology on Facebook?
like it's like a really long thing, and then like a month later, on Christmas Eve of the same year, after the last comic standing and the Peru and the shit, I got herpes on Christmas Eve, like a wild herpes outbreak for Christmas.
From
A different girl. I mean, I can't say her name, but a different girl who was like
Sarah. Kathy.
No,
Leanne.
Keep going. This is just the rest of the podcast. It's like a half hour. Susan.
Was your first outbreak when we were on the train that day?
I mean, that was part of it. Yeah, it was like a 2-week thing.
So you got herpes. What do you mean like a huge outbreak? What does that mean?
It
Like,
was just
he
like
was-
it was fucking crazy. Like it feels like someone just puts a bunch of cigarettes out on your dick, like 10 or 15, and then they like scab over and then they fall off and get like raw again. Pardon me.
So wait a minute. That's a crazy herpes. I thought herpes.
It's horrible.
I thought herpes where you just get a little scab on your dick and it's there and then it goes away.
That's what happens after you have it for a while. Occasionally that happens, but the first one, like your body is just like, what's up? And like my lymph nodes were all swollen, my back hurt, I
The
couldn't
fuck
sleep.
is a lymph node?
It's a thing. You don't know what a lymph node is?
Yeah,
Jeez.
lymph nodes are
It's
like
a
in your
thing. Well, I
body.
mean,
They swell up.
Yeah, but where did you? Where were yours? That swelled up?
I mean, they're the same place yours are.
Where?
I'm sure I can feel mine. They're in the neck and
you have them in the neck.
in the hips. Yeah, and they just when you get like sick,
Right
they-
here.
Yeah, that's why
I
they
have,
check your
sometimes
thing.
my lymph nodes hurt.
It's
right
probably
here.
when you're sick. Yeah,
But
When
I'm
you-
not-
That's why doctors feel
Can you
your
get
throat
them
or
just
whatever.
for being fat?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know about herpes.
But
Everything else, I
he
don't
got
know.
on. He got on the subway one night, and we were
I
going to
couldn't
the city,
walk.
and he was like, "Dude," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I have herpes." Like,
So this is
bad.
another outbreak of herpes.
No, this
This
was
is the same
first
one. It
outbreak.
lasts,
the original.
like 3 weeks.
The
yeah.
original. You had
And,
3 weeks herpes outbreak.
It was crazy. Like if herpes wasn't permanent, it would be the worst thing that can happen, just based on like the 3 weeks. And then can I tell the story? Soder, who's as you
Sucked
call
your
him, a
dick to
corporate
get on
man,
stage.
trying to be like this sweet guy. He goes, Ben, I know how you feel. I had a couple of scares and it's the worst. And I was like, no, I don't have a scare. I fucking have it. I'm not scared. It's here. Like, I have the thing. And it's like me saying to Soder, he's like, your dad's dead. I know you feel. My dad went on vacation for like a week, so I'm kind of on board.
You really are just a fucking people pleaser.
I'm
Yeah.
a nice person.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
I know. I love you, baby.
Thank you.
But you are. It's all gonna fall apart someday, and I'll be there for you.
And I'll be dead.
So, anyways, that's what the There Will Be Pigs is.
So now you got. now you got herpes.
Right. And shit in a girl's house.
You
no
shit in a
girlfriend,
girl's house.
And edited off of a television program.
Edited off a television program
Right.
because you left for the girl.
Right.
and you got rejected again.
Yeah. Heartbreak,
That's good, man.
heartbreak.
So now, I mean, you're off booze. I to be honest with you, not that you're off
I'm
booze.
drinking, yeah, but-
You're not doing what you used to do.
Yeah, I get my work done and then drink.
It's good, man. I'm sober for 27 years.
Oh, congrats.
But I actually like when guys, you know, I mean, I know there's guys that just get fucked up and drink and party, and that's kind of the thing, and people like that. But you know, especially with Geraldo, what happened to him, and you know all that shit. I would hate to see a fucking, you know, funny guys die
Yeah.
because they're fucking because of something they can control. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad Joe and I don't. We used to go hard like 5 years ago. That was just
we'd
fucking
go.
brutal.
I'll still go hard occasionally. I try to avoid comedy. I'll take the night off and hang out and drink in my house. And
By yourself.
No, with a
That's
group
good.
of people.
It sounds
I'm
good.
never by myself.
It's
By
healthy.
yourself in a chair.
He'll just wake up with some gin in the morning
A gallon of white labeled scotch.
and a fucking shotgun.
Yeah, and a pipe and a notepad.
No, I don't write, but
No, you're suicide.
Can I tell? You mentioned Geraldo. He has a part in my my one man show. I did Last Comic Standing was the year he was like one of the guys, whatever.
Right.
And right before they announced the winners, it was like we were waiting to come on to air, and Craig Robinson was the host, and he goes, "Hey, while we're waiting, everyone remember to see my movie Hot Tub Time Machine." And Geraldo goes, "What's it about?" It's one of the funniest lines I've ever heard, and that line killed in the one man show.
Geraldo's funny, man. I remember,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a funny cocksucker. I miss him. I wasn't like best friends with the guy, but I secretly admired him a lot. You know, we lost a lot of fucking guys. Man.
Yeah.
Jesus, Di Stefano, Patrice, Geraldo. We almost lost Joe. You know, it's still
He fought back.
he fought back from the herpes outbreak.
Right.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up soon, but I wanted to talk about.
That's what I should have done.
Hey,
Sorry.
I can't turn it off.
The fucking. I want to talk about the South by Southwest thing. We already did the podcast up there, but have you been there? Have you done it?
No, I've been to Austin, but I've never done the festival.
You've been to Austin. Well, thanks for fucking relating a little bit.
Well, you said, "Have you been there?" And then I was like, "Oh, I had."
What the fuck? Have you ever been to Tribeca Film Festival? No, I've been to New York. I live.
Never been.
It means nothing. So you said you had some shit sets after.
There was late Friday night. I went up at like 1:45, and it wasn't. It was okay. I didn't bomb, but I didn't.
Well, even the show we were on, it's like that was like a 4-hour crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't. They just had the crowd come in whenever, and you could stay.
Well, they
I
would
mean,
come and leave. They'd come and go.
But that's rock and roll. But that's not fucking comedy.
No, because you have to sit and listen.
Yeah, you have to listen.
There's points of reference.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't just come in and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, my wife's really bugging the shit out of me. All right, thank you. And then this next one, it's fucking.
You know what
gotta
fucking
listen.
flipped me out is I came out. I mean, I didn't know that. Number one. Then I learned that the crowd was there for fucking 4 hours. I was like, God, I'm the last one on the fucking show.
Yeah, you were the last one of the night.
And then it made me nervous when you weren't fucking. You bombed. One of your jokes just went.
Oh, in between comics, I did a joke and it got nothing.
And that makes me nervous
Got
because this cocksucker
nothing.
never, he's corporate Dan. He never really bombs.
Right.
He does great or good. He never really does bad.
Right.
That's part of who he is. He's always funny. His stuff is always. I've never seen Dan take a hot one.
Oh, Joe has seen me take many a hot ones.
And I saw
the old
that
days.
when I heard him go, wow, that's got nothing. I was like, oh God. And then
I forget what joke. Oh, I think I did something about waiting tables, and they were just fucking stared at me.
I heard nothing.
They stared at me, and I go, "All right, you guys ready for?" I did that thing you do where you just try to act like it didn't happen.
Right.
You guys ready for your next comedian?
Where you just sit and steep in it.
Here's
Like,
what flipped me out. When I walked out on stage after everybody,
Right.
After everybody, and I mean fucking everybody, I looked out, there was a 12-year-old girl in the front row
Yep.
with her dad. That fucked me up.
That's
Because I just I'm not one of those guys. I mean, children fuck me up. You know what I mean? They're like my kryptonite. I was going out. I walk the West Side Highway with my wife sometimes. She makes me do it, and we're coming back, and I look, and this really happened yesterday. There was a baby, maybe a 2-year-old, in the dirt crying.
By itself?
I had my headphones in. I'm listening to a fucking Bailey J's podcast. I'm just kind of fucking. And I look, and there's a 2-year-old in the dirt just crying. but hysterically there's dirt all over its face that's mixing with baby saliva, and it's just dirty, and it's rolling, and I could cry right now thinking of it. And I look around, there's nobody. There's not a fucking white person in sight to claim this baby. I'm like, oh my God. My wife is, way ahead of me. I'm whistling, but she's got her fucking headphones in. I could be getting raped and attacked, and this bitch would have been home, right? So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, I start whistling. I don't know why. I just start whistling.
Like the Andy Griffith theme, or like something? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just start whistling. I just don't know, like a rape whistle.
Just whistle patience.
That soothes the baby. The baby's like, I do like some patience.
Sit here on the park.
And I'm missing you.
So I start whistling, and then all of a sudden this lady, I swear to God, a football field and a half away, beautiful, tall, blonde lady with boots and jeans. She's just waving me, doing this, like, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm like,
setting a trap.
I'm like, is this your baby? She's like, it's okay. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm asked, is this your baby? It's okay doesn't answer that fucking question, because it's not okay. This isn't okay to me. This is gonna make me cry. In my head, I'm like, I picture myself walking down the West Side Highway with a dirt baby. Just, you know what I mean? Finally, she's like, no, it's my. It's like she was teaching her fucking kid a lesson by leaving it in the dirt.
That kid's
like,
gonna be fucked up.
dude, I just brought me back to my childhood with all the fucked up shit I had to go through. And it's like, that's not, what do you want? A lollipop? He wanted a drink. He wanted to go home. He was tired.
Right.
You fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Pick the baby up and fucking hold him. You don't let him just roll in dirt.
That's a future comedian.
Yeah.
That guy's going to be a stand-up someday. That's Serp.
Yeah.
He's going to...
That's dirt.
right.
Yo, my name is Dirt. It just killed me. It fucking killed me. And when I walked out to that show,
You saw that
I saw a
kid?
12-year-old girl. It was a girl. It wasn't even a dude. If it was a little dude, maybe I could handle it. But it's this girl looking up at me like, please, and I'm like,
about rainbows.
The shit I'm about to talk about is just. And I was like, fuck you, fuck it. Is this it? And it kind of, that whole night, it was hot. It was 1:45 in the morning. I was there at fucking 9:45.
Yeah.
It was like this long night, and I saw the crowd just go, whoa, like hit a wall at some point. I had to follow Doug Benson and Gary Gulman, and then it was like, that's a fucking order. Those guys, I don't give a fuck what Gary's a hammer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were kind of pep talking each other back, like, because we both go to the same therapist. I'm trying to be his therapist. Hey, you just do what you do, Gary. It's good. And he's like, yeah, you do the same. It was fucking crazy. I don't even know, like, when you ever walk upstage and you're like, I don't know what just happened. It's like a fight.
Yeah.
Where you're like, did I do good? Was
Right.
it good? Was
Right.
it?
That's how I felt that Friday night. I got off stage and they're like, some of the guys were working there like, great set. And I was like, was it?
Yeah.
Because I was making fun of the fact that it was so fucking early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like making fun of like, hey, come to our festival. You got a 6 a.m. spot. So if you could keep it clean and you're going to go on after 48 comedians.
That's why I had a blast though. The guys from the Syndicate, the guys from Laugh Button, but I think Matt from the Laugh Button got mad at me, which kind of flipped me out too.
Why'd you get mad?
I think he really got mad because I was fucking with you, when you were doing the interviews.
What?
He was doing interviews. The guy from a radio show was like, here, you do the interview. So he was doing the interview, but he sucked at the interview.
That was awful.
Yeah, he was just going, hey, and I was like, give me the fucking mic.
And which was really funny that you did that. And
Then
that's
he-
like kind of made it into a bit.
Yeah, then Matt I love Matt, but he goes, oh, Jesus, let him do his thing. Why do you gotta always have the limelight or something?
Yeah, but I don't think he knew that we were like, we were all on board.
I know, but still, that fucks your when you you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you gonna fucking do that for? They let Dan like he's a fan of you, and he thought like I was bullying you.
Yeah.
It's like
because I don't think he heard me say, why don't you come do the interview, Bob? Because I said that. Because you stink. And I go, you do the
it doesn't
interview.
matter if he heard it or not. It's just me and you are friends, and we're comics, and we're making fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna throw you under the bus. I'm making it stupid, And now I was like, oh Jesus, the guy. It's like it got weird.
Yeah.
Like, now it was all weird. It got a little fucking weird, man. I had a blast. Those guys treated us.
And
like
I really
fucking
I had a good time over the week. I just, out of the 3 shows that I did,
Yeah.
One of them was like, ooh.
Yeah, no, I mean the show. Everybody was like, "Oh, it was great," but it wasn't the. It was a little weird. A
Yeah.
little fucking weird. I mean, I had a great time the night before. Me and Gal were hanging out with Chris and everybody from Laugh Button and the Syndicate. It was fucking awesome. The next day we went to lunch. I got some fucking crazy swag. I mean,
Swag?
swag,
You got your band.
swag,
Got your bandolier.
swaggy.
I got some cool stuff
What'd you get?
from the guys from the Laugh Button and the Syndicate.
Oh, they fucking those guys hooked us up like I've never. They gave us a bag of electronics. First of all, we're gonna sweep right into Tech Talk right now.
Tech Talk with Bobby and Dan.
I did not yet, dum dum.
I jumped aboard.
We talking about my BlackBerry?
If you want to, I brought up airplanes.
Anyways,
last week.
we're gonna. He's a fucking.
love those things.
He had nothing for Tech Talk. He brought up flight. He goes flight. Fucking asshole.
I said airplanes.
I almost said Orville Redenbacher. That's the guys. That's not the guys who did flight.
No.
They did popcorn. We'll go. We're not going to do the Tech Talk right now. We're going to do it at the end. But they gave us this crazy bag of holy shit, cool. Like not just a hat with that little metal buckle on the back, you know, that Aspen gave you. Welcome to Aspen. Here's the mitten one. And then Big J wears it every week. Cuts the fingers off it. You man. But yeah, they gave us a fucking Yeti microphone, which is right behind me. See that?
Oh
big?
wow, that looks amazing. It's like Letterman's microphone.
It's actually if you're gonna do a podcast by yourself or with a couple people and you don't want to you want to do all this shit, just get one of those. You just plug it into your computer, you hit fucking record, and it picks up everybody. It's a great fucking. That's what I used to do my shit on. After I did it on my iPhone. They gave us that. They gave us there's another 200 microphone. You're using that a blue 200. That's a blue Yeti. These are two. Remember the gold microphone?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking on, kid.
Nice.
I gave you the gold microphone, son.
Nice.
That one looks pretty gold too.
Yeah, there's two gold. You get the 100.
What do I get?
100.
Gee whiz. 100. If I knew I was talking on 100 this whole time, I would have left. God, it's insulting.
I'm sorry.
No,
You
it's
got to
fair.
work your way up. We got
All right,
to
I'll
work
do my
up
best.
to.
You're on your upswing.
Yeah, you didn't get the red.
I created SERP,
You did.
which by the way is my instinct to call back to it every time we talk about anything. I'm like,
yeah, they gave us what? They gave us these things too. Did you
Yeah,
get one of these?
that's what I'm going to talk about for.
How can you? Well, we'll both talk about it.
Okay.
All right. So for Tech Talk, I guess we're both doing about it.
You've got so much technology. I had very little. That was my one piece of technology.
That's true. We did get a lot of stuff. Blue Microphone hooked us up, and Syndicate and Laugh Button Live hooked us the fuck up.
Jack
what?
Jack
who?
Jack Picks, Jack Riffs, Jack.
Yeah? What?
Tracks, Jack Tracks.
Did what?
They sponsored us as well.
What'd they do?
They were on the bag.
They gave us stuff? What'd they give you?
I don't know. They didn't. I just messed their name up during the show.
It's right on the bag. Right there. Grab that bag where it says the Syndicate. What did you get something I didn't get? See? Corporate Dan. You got something, didn't you? What'd you get?
No,
What'd you get?
I got nothing.
What
I got
the
the same
fuck did you
bag
get?
that you got. I'm just saying. Did
you get a microphone?
No.
What'd you get?
I got the Yeti and
What else?
I got the
What else? Don't lie, you
I got a
fuckface.
Gotham shirt
Okay, what else?
and I got the microphone.
And what else?
And that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
You didn't get the new camcorder incidental.
I don't even know what that is. You got that?
I just made that up. Okay. Listen.
But Jack Prince.
Jack Prince, yeah.
I screwed up the name during the show.
Whatever.
Called him Jack Tracks. And
Jack
they're
Tracks.
And one guy
maybe
goes,
they could change it to Jack Tracks. It sounds catchy.
I don't know, but he was not happy.
Who was
Oh,
it?
yeah, I thought you meant right now.
Jack Prince.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Oh, you screwed it up at the real
Yeah,
show.
I was
and
supposed to say all the mentions.
And right now.
He's the worst host. They gave
Oh,
a list
wow.
of shit to say, and he was just repeating it backstage. I'd like to thank the Syndicate, Jack Prince,
Oh,
But I
boy.
nailed everything else. Laughstub.com, Laugh Button, The Syndicate, Gotham Comedy Club.
Laugh Stub hooked us up.
Yeah, they did.
Laugh Stub gave us these.
Yeah, that's
so we
fucking
really gotta.
I can't wait to know what these things are.
We're gonna
I'm
do.
sitting here. and I
We're
don't
gonna
know what
do.
the hell
We're
it
gonna do Tech Talk. Do you have anything for Tech Talk?
is. I have a BlackBerry and I got nothing. I got nothing.
You don't have anything? Do you know any technology that you have at your house that you like? You don't have to
mean,
have it here. You can
light
just talk
bulbs?
about it.
I don't know. A fridge?
See?
All right, talk
A
about
I go
it.
basic,
refrigerator?
too.
Oh, what do you mean?
I went basic last
All right.
week. Boston Joe, The
You
Truth.
didn't go basic. That's not, a fucking light bulb is and flight two different things. Flight
both
is
technology.
not basic.
Airplane. I went airplane.
Did you go airplane?
I said
You're just an
airplane.
asshole. You're not talking. You know what tech talk is, you shit dick. You can't just bring up fucking airplanes.
I thought
Electricity.
that's what I did.
The atom bomb. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Boy.
I'm trying to think of something now.
It has to be something you own.
Oh boy.
We do it at the end. Anyways,
All
yeah, I mean the festival was fun. I had a
Yeah.
good time. It was. I love that Gary was there, and I mean, you know, Ellis, Chris, and Matt, and you know, what's her name too from Gotham?
Leanne?
Basili.
Leanne. Yeah,
Leanne was
Yeah,
great.
she's great. She really fucking took care of us.
Yeah, Leanne really was a big help.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had a good barbecue. Did you go to barbecue with us?
No, I went to barbecue. I mean, I did the food thing after the next 4 days.
I think you weren't there yet.
yeah, I wasn't
you
there.
didn't
I
show
got
up
there
yet.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing to me.
It was
It
fun.
was a really good time.
I ate a bunch of really good food.
Love a good festival.
It's here. It is. It's different than Montreal comedy. It's comedy. They know here. Even when Just for Laughs goes to like a blues festival like Ottawa, they do an hour show. That's it, because
Right.
they know people are going to be in and out. They know people are going to leave. So when you're at, you know, it was that mentality. I think I should have been in too. This is a music festival. This isn't about comedy. They're putting a comedy show on. So okay, it's not personal. When someone gets up and leaves, it's not because you suck. You
Right.
know, like I was doing a show at Ottawa Music Festival, and like all of a sudden people started getting up and leaving. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
And the
Right.
guy goes, dude, Soundgarden's coming on in 5 minutes. I
I'm
gotta
like,
go.
I got to go too.
Yeah, I was like, the rest of my set.
Right.
And another thing, and what about what's up with Spoon Man? Huh? That's a great song.
So yeah, so I get it, but it was definitely, it was a little weird, man. I mean, you know, it was a little fucking. It wasn't, you know, you didn't, you know, when you walk off and you're like, holy shit, like you're expecting, like, you know, people walk up to you and like, oh my god,
Right.
that's what you wanted. But when people walked up to after, hey man, nice seeing you. It's like,
Yeah.
Why are you guys looking at me?
I don't know.
it felt like that right there.
That's
That's what it felt like. Yeah.
that was the end of the show.
Chris Ellis doesn't even talk to you.
He like looks down.
Yeah, he tries to take the bag back.
Did I say I had a bag for everybody? You guys all have to split one.
You see him, Matt, in the closet, actually going through your bag and taking stuff out.
He gets the T-shirt and the bag.
All right, give him the stuff that we showed him, not
Yeah.
this.
He doesn't need to know everything.
There's
that
like a
was in
gold
there.
bar coming out of the bag. What? I tell you, one thing that I wanted, I didn't get. Oh my, I'm never gonna get it either. From they had the Seagate thing.
I don't know what that means.
It's a hard drive company. They're amazing. They went to the show. I met all the guys. They're kind of cool. They're actually really cool guys. It's a hard drive that's 500 gigabytes, but it has its own Wi-Fi. So, like right now, I could take it on the road if we're all doing a gig. You have an iPhone, which you don't because you're
No.
poor.
Yeah.
But you have an iPad, and if you had an iPad and I have an iPhone, you could all hook up to it.
Yeah.
Because it has its own Wi-Fi connection, and it has movies on it. Like I could put like all my porn and movies and
Yeah,
music on this little
watch
hard
porn.
drive,
Right.
and up to 8 people can go into it at once.
That's pretty
So
cool.
you could
Wow.
watch a different movie than him, and I could be watching porn and
boy.
off this one little fucking device. That's pretty badass.
Why
is
don't we all
pretty
just watch the same porn though? It'd be fun.
And jerk each other off.
Yeah,
Group
see,
activity.
On one iPhone, could, like just put it on my belly,
Right.
and we all lie together. Ugh,
I just, the
Got
hand of it.
real.
because you're speaking the truth.
Yeah. Can we really start that? I want to be the truth. That sounds amazing. That sounds like fucking Hicks.
I like how I just like how you he pepped up. He's like, yeah.
And then you see my act, and I'm talking about shopping carts with one bad wheel. I'm like, yeah.
It's the truth though. They look, they go, it is true.
What do you want to hear
So
next?
true.
That is true.
What do you want to hear next? Shopping carts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyways, so I hooked up. They were like, yeah, we're gonna, boom, we got it. Don't worry. It's never gonna happen. It's never, it's like, it's never gonna happen. I'm such a fucking addict too. I'm like fiending. I'm fiending. for it.
Fiending?
I'm dude. I have not stopped thinking about it. I mean, just it.
what if I told you, Joe and I got some money together,
Yeah.
and Joe paid rent. That was it. Joe,
Dude,
that's
anyways,
it.
this fucking thing, I hooked up with they came to the show and they were like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to send you one. I was like, yeah.
Did you
and
give him an address? Did you actually give him an address?
because now it's at the point, I feel like a fat chick. You know what I mean? It was there. I should have gave look, here's my address. You ship it and it's on you. Now, Like I even sent them a text yesterday.
you did.
I sent them a little,
Yeah,
not a
you
text.
did.
I sent them a DM. That's what
Yeah.
that's what the
Okay.
kids call it on Twitter. It's a direct message. I don't know if you know that.
Boy, I did not know
I
that.
sent the actual
I suck.
Seagate guys a direct message. Hey, what was that thing again? Because I didn't know. And I was expecting, oh, dude, we're gonna send you one. They just sent me a link to the product.
Awesome.
So it's like,
awesome.
boy.
I love that. That's like when I strike out with a girl, but then I text her later, like, hey, saw this, pretty crazy, right? And she's like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. That was like, because we did the thing last week, and I was like, oh, we got something big to talk about. And I was like, ugh, it's not coming. But anyways, but you know what? I got a ton of shit. So you're at that point where you look, you got so much great
Yeah.
shit. You have to just shut your face, you big fat tech baby, and fucking be grateful.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fat baby. And I want a goddamn Seagate hard drive that has up to 8 people that can get on and watch different movies. Like, not that I even
You
I don't have,
are a good boy.
I don't have 2 friends to do that. But if we
I
could
like that
do
you
that.
just
We're here.
You invite people over to do it. Like, I don't want to do it.
Guys, we're having different movie night. And you come in, everybody gets a different device. Here's your Galaxy. Here's your iPad.
Just sitting here with my phone, like,
Sounds fun.
Anyways, it was a fun festival. It was a good time. I'm glad you were there. It was and Gulman was there. I fucking love Gulman. I love hanging with him. We have such a good time. Me
too.
And
I still have, this is a fun gay story. I still have the piece of paper that Gary wrote his phone number down when I met him back in 01 or something. He was like my idol.
I don't like that I am not anything to you.
Well, you are. We never met, though, really.
Well, you did a
Till
show
years
with me.
later. Yeah, that was like years later. I was being, oh boy.
Anyways, dude, man, it was good to have you on, Joe.
Yeah,
The
thanks for
truth-
having me.
The truth list.
Joe, the truth list.
Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody.
I,
Boy, this is the best day of my life.
And well, you should come back on, dude.
I'd love to come back on.
Way to get fucking Nate Bargatze on the fucking
Bargatze.
the fucking podcast.
Nate was there for all the stories.
Anyway,
He
we're not
can
going to
confirm.
relive them if he comes on.
Yeah, this
Let
is
me tell you my
Well, I
side
just,
of
I
the
just
story.
wanted to, feel. I like to end strong. That's what I like to
You have an alternative fucking comic podcast voice.
do. Do I?
No, I just wanted to say those words together, see if I can get them out. Alternative podcast comic voice.
Nailed it.
Thanks. Everybody just got tired. I could just see it in people's eyes.
Well, the sun also went behind a cloud. It just got the lighting
Yeah.
changed in here. Got weird.
Something just happened to this fucking podcast because I just felt the energy just died. I looked into Monster Voice. You you just lost every fucking ounce of funny. Just fell out of your body.
Hey, that's not cool.
Hey, I'm sorry I took a side, man.
Whoa!
I'm sorry I
You know
fucking
what?
said something negative in a
I
funny way.
accept your apology, and both of you are great.
I hope you get herpes.
Why would you
I-
ever fucking say something
I hope
that
you get
fucked
herpes.
up?
We
I
can do it
really
right
do.
now. We can give him herpes right now. Come on.
All right.
Let's make this the best podcast.
Do you understand how great that would be if we held him down and we rubbed your junk on his lip?
I'm like, nah,
Like we're starting a campfire.
You didn't have herpes though. You just wanted to get blown by Dan. All right, man. So
boy.
you come back on and you get your one-man show coming out in June.
June 13th. Yeah,
June 13th. And what's your website?
ComedianJoeList.com.
ComedianJoeList.com. And nothing. We got nothing.
Nothing for me.
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm going to set up a Tumblr this week.
Yeah, that's what I have, a Tumblr.
Hey!
Yeah.
So next podcast, look out.
Yeah.
love
You're
it.
gonna have your own website?
Tumblr.
Yeah.
Kind of a Tumblr.
So you're gonna have your own podcast next week.
No, I said website.
I mean
not
website.
podcast.
Sorry,
I wouldn't
fucking,
do that.
dude. There's the energy just fucking fell.
I'm
up.
trying to pick it
I
up.
think we're cranking it back up via volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we need?
Come
You know what
on.
we need?
Come on.
You know what we need is a good SERP joke. We haven't had a good SERP
You
joke.
ever notice when the sun goes behind the cloud, motherfuckers get all tired? You're like, yeah, sleepy baby. What are you, a dirt baby? Wearing an orange suit.
Shit. All right. Well, Dan Soder is going to have a website next week. Make sure you check him out at Dan Soder on Twitter. Go to riotcast.com. Join the riot.
What's your Twitter, Joe?
Joe List Comedy. It's all jokes, too. I never tweet at anyone or plug shows. It's all jokes.
You make fucking
I don't-
under 20 grand
I
a
don't
year.
have any,
What shows are you going to plug?
I don't have any shows to plug.
You guys,
It's all
you guys,
jokes, baby.
If you guys are in the neighborhood, my neighborhood,
Come stop by.
so you just always jokes.
Joe List comedy. Yeah. Well, I mean, some of them, you know, I mean,
So you're not gonna plug-
now you're going to fucking pull up my Twitter and be like,
You're not gonna
this
plug,
isn't a joke.
You're not going to plug this
Oh, hang on. Let's just fucking do that.
podcast when it comes out?
I'm going to I'll plug the podcast, surely.
Yeah, you're just saying you
Well, I mean, but some people have Twitter things where it's at this hey, what's up? Fucking suck my dick. And then some people it's like, check out my show and blah, blah, blah. And I get annoyed.
Yeah, I changed my fucking Twitter. I used to have fuck 140 until Dan made fun of me. Because I fucking hate it.
140 is the amount of Twitter followers I have. So that's.
You know what mine says now, Dan?
What?
Are you really reading this shit? Go fuck yourself.
All right. See, that's more you.
That's more me. I changed it up. I did. I changed it up. And now we're going to look for, let's look for Mr. Where are you?
Joe List comedy.
Yeah, do you have him on there?
Yeah.
What's the last thing he wrote? Let's deal with some of these jokes. Let's hear some. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Now let's have him.
All right, Joe List. Ready?
Here we go. Let's go through a couple.
And
been on
it's
a
not
bad-
all jokes. The first one I found's not even a joke.
do you
What is
mean?
it? What is it?
I would like. Wait. Here.
That's a joke. That's a joke. They're jokey things.
Oh.
I'll give you some of my best ofs.
No. You don't get to do your own best ofs.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're a fucking best of.
How do you spell your name again?
Joe List.
LIST, like Schindler's List, but funnier. Hello. Take it easy.
You should tweet that.
All
It's
right.
Joe List comedy, right?
How about this one? I spent more time reading and studying karaoke songbooks than I have the Bible. Boom.
It's
it's
entirely
true.
possible that I'm just at a gay bar.
Well, that's just there's three that
Does
lead up
anyone?
to
All
that.
right. It's odd and silly to me that there are gay people over the age of 25 who live in New York State but have not visited New York City.
That's a good point. I was talking to some guy who was
that's
flirting with me. He lives in like upstate, like 3 hours from New York. He's like, I've never been to the city. And I'm like, the gay capital is like 40 miles
Okay,
away. Go there.
I got this one's actually really hilarious. I'm going to start calling text messages testicles. Who's with me?
Texticles. Come on. I mean, that's gold.
Testicles.
Oh, I had Gary Goldman retweeted a thing. I wrote, the Chippendale still a thing? ... I need a job. ... And I'm horny.
How about this? On the count of three, everyone take their pants off. Happy.
Come on, there's some real good ones. Oh, how about the one with the picture of the kid? I just found this kid in my living room. I'm freaking out. There's a picture. You need to get that one.
This is just, this is the fucking word. This is a nightmare for anybody.
Oh, that
Somebody
they're
actually just reading your fucking
It's
tweets.
brutal.
Oh, yeah.
How funny is that picture? I wrote this. I just found this kid in my living room. I'm freaking out.
That's funny. That's actually funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, this is a nightmare.
New York, the city's so nice. I just saw a girl throw up twice.
Booyah!
How about this? Congrats, gentlemen. It's girls' sundresses getting blown up by the breeze season again. Enjoy.
I
actually
like that
kinda like
one.
that.
How
I
about
like
this
that.
one? Fun film fact: 100% of the punches in the movie Midnight Run result in a character being knocked unconscious. That's just fun. True.
You guys have no idea how hard it is for me not to tweet exclusively about poop and boogers. I hope you appreciate it. That's kind of funny.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. All right.
See, so there you go. So it is mostly jokes.
Yeah, it is
Thanks,
mostly
everybody.
jokes.
Boy, this is the best and worst I've ever felt at the same time.
All right, listen. You guys have been great. Thank you for listening to another episode of
Oh, come on, dude.
You Know What Dude podcast. This has been an interesting one. We went a little longer than we usually have because I've been having people being like, dude, do longer, man. An hour's not enough. I have to fucking drive to work and fucking. So we did it. We did an hour and a half. We did a fucking
hell.
hour and a half, which is good. And we got a bunch of. I want to thank Douglas Maloney. He actually won the.
Yeah, I saw
thing.
that on Twitter.
Yeah, the cocksucker got the
Personalized poster.
personalized poster. So you will be getting a T-shirt, a mug, and a hat, and one of my CDs, and a Dan Soder CD. Actually, one of my CDs. Do you have a CD? No. How about a Joe List CD? We don't have your CD. All right, so
I got one in my bag. You can have it.
We'll actually. Really? Do you have one?
Yeah, I got a few of them.
You carry around your CDs?
I just did a show upstate and sold all but 3 of them.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
brought 5.
Yeah, leave one. I'd like to actually have it, and then
all right.
I'll listen to it and send it to Douglas.
Oh, don't listen to it. It's
The
terrible.
second-hand one. We'll give you. You're going to be sending it out to you very shortly. So I'm glad you won that, Mr. Norris. I want to thank that cocksucker. He actually sent me tranny porn for Joe. I mean,
Old Joe, I hope. DeRosa.
Old
Yeah,
Joe, yeah.
not
Old
you.
Joe. We wouldn't send you.
Not Boston Joe.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
appreciate
We're gonna send
that.
you scat porn.
Yeah. It's just all shoes. It's all foot fetish and shit porn.
Yeah. So we want to thank you guys for donating. You guys have been donating again at riotcast.com. There's a donate button. You can donate $1. You can donate $1 million, or you can just say fuck you and listen for free because it will always be free. We appreciate you doing that. Make sure you spread the word. Check out the merch page and support our fucking live comedy. Come out and see us. You guys have been doing. Make sure you come up after the show too and let us know you're fans of the podcast. The You Know What, Dude, the YKWD podcast. You guys, I'll talk to you later. Why did I say you guys fucking 9 times? I really try to be radio at the end. Like I'm a professional fucking radio guy.
All right, that's going to conclude our show. Don't forget, we got the $10,000 dig giveaway with the kid and the dog tomorrow morning. Also, we got
If you
We're
guys
gonna have syrup in studio.
yeah, we got the hilarious.
I'm really pushing the syrup thing.
Uptown Comic Syrup going to be coming by. You guys have been listening to 99.2 The Wolf. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Signing off.
Sit your ass down. It's time for tech talk. Tech talk. Tech talk. You know what, dude? Tech talk. Tech talk. Tech talk. You know what, dude? Tech talk with Bobby and Joey.
All right, we are here doing the people's favorite segment of the show
Tech Talk.
with Bobby and.
Dude.
It's just not the same.
It's not. When Joe comes back, it'll be better.
Is he ever coming back?
He is.
Are you sure?
He is.
Anyways, here we go. It's Tech Talk,
Tech Talk.
and we got a lot of Tech Talk because we got a lot of fucking tech.
Yeah, but we're going to do one piece today. right?
Last week we did what?
You did your bandolier.
It's not a fucking bandolier.
That's what it is.
It's not a fucking bandolier. It's
Yeah, it is.
All right. It's,
You know
first
what?
of all,
Yeah, it is.
I want you to go.
That's a bandolier.
All right, it's make sure you go to fucking runner.com or Google Runner, RUNNUR. It's the best. I fucking love this thing. I've been using it all week. I traveled with it, went to the airport with it, on the train. It's I guess it's a fucking bandolier, whatever.
Yeah, you just said it.
Shut up.
So it is.
All right, it's a fucking you know what my wife called it? A Girl Scout fucking.
That's hilarious.
She said I look like a fat Girl Scout
That's really
with this
funny.
on because it looks like the sash that the Girl Scouts have. It goes over your shoulder. It's like you have your phone, you get your credit, you get your pens, you get your jokes, you get your sunglasses, some more shit. I got my water.
Oh, wow.
You can put your keys down the bottom. It's got another secret compartment in the back. It's pretty cool. If you it's called Runner, RUNNUR. They come in a bunch of different colors. Make sure you check it out. You put your ID up here. So if you don't want to carry a fucking huge backpack around,
Right.
you just grab one of these things. They gave it to me for free, which is awesome. And they gave me one of these little wallets too, down the bottom. Go to the website, email them, tell them you got the info from here, and you know You Know What, Dude podcast, YKWD, and you want to check it out. You got one of these. Maybe they'll fucking say thank you to you. But this is fucking great. But this week we're actually reviewing the same thing. Mm-hmm. We have Joe the Truth List.
Such a cool nickname.
Who only fucking speaks the truth, man.
That's all he does.
And I actually have mine. You don't have yours with you.
No, mine's at
So
home
I don't know how you'd review something.
because I used it during the whole South by Southwest.
You did.
Yeah, the battery's gone. I got to recharge it. I filmed my whole South by Southwest experience.
Do you know what is it called?
South by Southwest experience.
South. Did you?
South by South.
I just went South X.
South XX.
X. This is right now. This is. Do you know what it's called?
It's called the Bloggy.
Yes.
The Sony Bloggy.
It's called the Bloggy.
The Sony Bloggy. It's a digital camera, digital video camera. And it's really cool. The cool thing I like about it is a lot of digital cameras, if you want to do movies or go from movie to picture, you have to like actually go change it in the settings or whatever.
Right.
This, you just hold it like a camera. The top button next to the power takes a digital picture.
Right.
And then if you flip it up, there's a record button in the middle. You just hit that, automatically goes to video.
And then another cool thing about this too, I had the original Bloggy, was given to me, which I think Joe DeRosa has now. He has to borrow it, never gave it back. 6 months later, what are you going to do? He's on his fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken tour of the South. Jesus doesn't exist, man.
Oh, he does in your hearts. He does in your hearts.
But This is the Duo. This is the number 2. This is the second generation. And the thing that I like about this, and this was given to us by
laughstub.com.
laughstub.com, which I use on my website, my Husey page. I use laughstub.com. They're fucking great. They automatically put your dates up. If you sign up for laughstub.com, when your dates are put into the comedy clubs, they just go up on your website. You don't have to fucking do all that bullshit.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. I love LaughStub. But they gave us these, and the reason why I like this one better than the first one is the front-facing camera. So, because a lot of times, especially comics, when you're doing video,
right,
you can only look through the back, and it's got this really cool landscape and vertical LCD screen on the back, but it's got one on the front so that you can fuck off and see what you're actually filming.
You know what's so funny is?
What is that?
I didn't learn how to use that front-facing thing.
Really?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
What did you think it was for?
I don't know.
You didn't?
I thought it was something nifty.
Nifty?
Sounds to me like maybe Dan hasn't even opened his yet, and he's just full of shit.
I have videos, and I'll post them from South by Southwest.
The truth has spoken.
Well, the truth is wrong.
The truth has
The truth is
spoken.
false.
I lie a ton, by the way.
Yeah, see, look.
Oh,
See, so now,
that's cool.
So I can see you.
Boy, I look terrible.
And and it has
Hey,
facial.
hi.
Another great thing about this too, I don't know if you noticed this through all your fucking recording that you didn't do. It has facial recognition.
What do you mean?
What do I mean is that when it catches a face, it goes on the actual. See the square block?
Oh, yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, so that's facial recognition. So it actually
thought it was
finds the face and focuses it in and moves with you.
You know what I called it?
What's that?
The Terminator aiming thing.
You're such an idiot.
That's what I called it, because that's how I know it.
But yeah, now you can record yourself.
Yeah.
And let's record Tech Talk right now.
Hey, welcome back to Tech Talk. This is the first video from Tech Talk. Here, Bobby's using the Sony Bloggy. We're here with Joe the Truth List.
Hi, I'm Joe List. I tell jokes for a living, but there's no joke about how good the new Sony Bloggy is.
Yeah, look at that. That's some
who'd you
fucking
get it from?
pro shit from the laughstub.com. You're listening to You Know What Dude podcast at riotcast.com.
I blew my wad on that first one. I think I nailed it, though.
Yeah, this Sony Bloggy Duo is actually fucking great because now I can turn it on myself and I can actually see, so I can make sure that I don't, because if I go under here like I would, look at that, it's just fucking awful. Now I can just go up here and give that cool fat fucking guy
The MySpace picture?
Yeah, MySpace picture, exactly. Or the fucking one eye, the fat chick eye.
I'm so cute.
Oh my god, she has the hottest eye ever.
And then you just lump a big tit in there.
And you
you're
meet
like,
her at a
this chick-
fucking Denny's at 3 a.m. in fucking San Juan.
Yeah.
You find out she's a fucking fat Mexican chick and you wind up getting blown anyways.
This is pretty accurate.
Anyways, this is, did I push the button?
No, you're
this
recording.
This is from laughstub.com.
And it's doing the
and it's-
Terminator film thing. Where it's
And it's
following.
the Sony Bloggy Duo 2.
Deuce.
And so yeah, I love this fucking thing. So if you're gonna get a camera, the one thing that does, look, I'm not gonna fucking lie just because they gave me one for free.
Yeah.
It's Sony.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that fucking blows about.
Why?
Well, let's
will
go over
say-
the good stuff first. It has an HDMI fucking outlet, so you can actually put this into. You can plug this into your TV and watch the stuff on TV. HDMI, which is great. It's got the USB like the flip cam had, but actually a little cooler than the old flip cam. It's got the on and off button. The camera button is really cool, and it's also got the screw at the bottom to actually put it on a little mini tripod so you can
I saw
record your
that.
sets. So this, if you're going to record your sets, it's great. But here's the problem with it. I can't find an SD card in this motherfucker.
My problem is I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a separate charger.
It doesn't have a separate charger. What do you mean?
Like you have to charge it through your computer.
You have to no. You can actually you can use you can actually find an adapter and make it into a cord.
But now you have to go get an adapter.
Yeah, it's fucking 9 cents at Radio Shack.
Is it 9 cents?
It's 19 cents. It's
Is
not that.
it?
Well, first of all, it's not that bad. As my point is that it's not that fucking bad. You can get you can buy the charger.
You can buy a 2-cent charger, then go buy yourself some land. Your fucking 1910 prices.
But there is no. You have to probably use Sony's software. Once you plug this in, Sony software, which isn't that compatible with Matt, or it hasn't been in the past. I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to check it out. But I've had the old one that Joe has now, and I liked it. This one is actually a little thicker than the old one, but it does more. So I'm really digging this. It's great for doing your sets too. So the Sony Bloggy Duo is pretty hard. So thank you, Laugh Stuff, for getting these, and go check those out if you want to do a little video recording of your family functions or your barbecues.
Yep.
Or maybe
Just
you
a
want
good
to
old
fucking
time.
get somebody's getting married,
Or
you
just
do-
a good old fashioned blowjob from your lady friend. That way you could do the hey, look at me, I see where this is going, and then you don't have to fucking hope that you have the right camera angle because you could see it on the front screen.
How great is it when you fucking record the blowjob? How hot is that? But then when you watch it, you see
when
what
you
your
try to
dick
jerk
really
off.
looks like.
Oh.
I just
God.
found my video of my ex-girlfriend blowing me from like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Now,
Really?
this is an honest question. Did you cry when you saw it?
No. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this.
Okay.
It was on my old phone. And then I
If you would have
used
saw
it
that
to,
a year and a half ago, you would have cried seeing that, right?
I probably just wouldn't have watched it. I'd be all sad. Whatever.
So you loved her that much?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty wild.
Now you
I wrote
got-
a show about it.
So now you're jerking off to it.
Well, just that one time. But typically I jerk off to my current girlfriend, who I love very much.
Who is a sweetheart?
Oh, it's great.
Does she have an Australian accent?
No.
Fucking
No, she
hate it.
doesn't.
Ugh, it's the worst.
Did you eat that chocolate though?
What chocolate? Yeah, I did.
Oh fucking how good is that?
Oh, she's a sweetie, and
She
she's so cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Really, it was hard for me to have her at this house. And that shower downstairs, me and you take her down there and fucking.
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
boy.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, duh.
That's Tech Talk for this week. Sony Bloggy, LaughStuff.com, The Syndicate, and Laugh Button. Thank you so much for taking care of me and Dan, giving us some great shit. Next week, we're going to do some blue microphone stuff. If you guys want to do your podcast, you guys have been emailing me a lot about podcasts. How do I do them? What's the hookup? Blah, blah, blah. We're going to hook you up. We're going to teach you how to get that for under $200. Do your own podcast with some blue microphone stuff because they hooked us up at the South by Southwest too. So next week is that, and maybe someday I'll do a Seagate.
Ooh.
Later.
You know what?